Hello! Very short starting soon screen today. Very short starting soon screen today. Hello, welcome to my stream. I don't think I'm quite ready yet. Hello, we're gonna be playing some Knockout City today with my good buddy Alex, who isn't here just yet. I'm sure he will be shortly. What am I looking for on my phone? My phone is almost dead. It's a 12% battery. How did I let it come to this? How did I do this? Welcome to the stream. That's what you all wanted to hear, was me shouting that. Okay, I got a message from my buddy Alex. He's about to go live, so he's gonna go live in just a minute, and then we'll get connected up on the Discord, and you'll be able to hear him and stuff. Holy crap! Streaming. We're doing a collaboration today. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I'm Nam. I know you just spelled MagicManMo backwards, but I'm just gonna call you Nam. Your name is now Nam. Welcome to the stream, Maverick Hurst. Welcome to the stream. I'll say your whole goddamn name. Racing Fan 99 or Facing Ran 66, of course. Welcome to the stream. Scalar Games, welcome to the stream. It has been a while. I was about to say it's been a while, but that's what you said. You said what I said. I was gonna say. Yes. I reached the family airlines. Please have your seatbelt. Wait, wrong chat. I popped by a Finny stream. Was that last night or 2 nights ago? I can't keep track of my days. I think that was last night. I popped by for a little bit. I tried to say hey in the chat. I don't think anyone saw me for some reason. It was weird. No one noticed my presence. But I did stop by and say hey anyway. I only had a few minutes. So it's possible someone noticed me after I was gone. I couldn't be there very long. I stopped by, I think it was last night, because I couldn't stop by for very long because I was going to bed. YouTube, did I spill? No. YouTube stopped sending you notifications. Do you have the notification bell rung as well? You don't have to, but do you? I'm curious, because I've had someone say that before, and they said that they had the notification bell turned on, and they still didn't get a notification. So, blame YouTube. Because, you've heard every YouTuber in the goddamn world complain about how if you subscribe, YouTube doesn't send you notifications. But it seems like even sometimes the notification bell doesn't. So, I don't know. But, sorry to hear that. But I'm glad to see you back. It has been a while. It certainly has. Louise, hi, welcome to the stream. He was a bit mad. It was a Minecraft stream. It was last night. Okay, yeah, he was having a real rough time. I mean, he had just got he had lost his stuff. When I came by, he had lost his stuff. I didn't see him lose his stuff. But he had lost his stuff. He was trying to get it back, and he got in a fight with another creeper or something, and died again. He's having a rough time on that old survival Minecraft. He was playing AdventureCraft. Don't know what that is, but some kind of modded Minecraft thing. Poor guy. Minecraft, when you're in the wrong mood, because it's if you're playing survival, right, and you're not just cheating your stuff in, it can really crush you when you lose a lot of things and you're just like, oh, my good stuff is gone, I have to start. It can really crush you, especially if you're playing solo, because then you just start thinking about all the work that you've lost. But that's, you gotta keep your chin up. You gotta keep your spirits up. You just gotta remember that that's part of the game, is the mining and the crafting, you know what I mean? And when you lose all your stuff that you mined and crafted for, you just start mining and crafting again. You just keep chugging. It's kind of like life a little bit. I think that's why Minecraft is so popular. It's just like life. You go out, you work hard, you get a bunch of stuff, you build something to call your own, and sometimes life throws a creeper at you and blows it all to smithereens and you lose everything. But you don't just stop living. You just keep going, and you mine it up again, and you craft it up again, and you just start over. It's like life sometimes. I remember watching you play the first Spyro game that I didn't see you since then. Oh my god, has it been that long? When you say the first Spyro game, do you mean when I played the retro one or when I played the Reignited trilogy? Because if it was the original, god, that was so long ago now. And even the Reignited trilogy was so long ago now. Gee, Cribbis. I mean, I know it's been a while since I saw you last, but jeez. You got some diamond armor? Well, heck yeah. I haven't found... We just started a multiplayer Minecraft series between me and Wiley and Ian and TJ. And we've played 2 sessions now, and none of us have found diamonds even yet once. Granted, we only really started looking last time, and we didn't find it that entire time. Were we trying very hard? You be the judge. Jessica, welcome to the stream. Ugh. I just took a shower, and my beard is trying to, like, stick up while I'm drinking. So I'm trying to eat my beard. It's not a good time. But yeah, even though it's been a long time, Scalar, I'm glad to see you back. That's what's important. What's important is I'm still here for you to welcome you back into the fold. Come, rejoin the cult. The cult of darkness.
We've not gone anywhere. We're still here.
People are doing 100 days in Minecraft hardcore. That's easy. 100 days in Minecraft, like 100 Minecraft days in hardcore. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to achieve in those 100 days. If you're just trying to survive 100 days, it's easy, right? You just build some kind of fortified, like you only have to build a house. You have to build a fortified structure that you can farm safely and then just chill for 100 days. Easy. Easy. But if you're trying to actually accomplish stuff in that 100 days, then it gets a little bit harder. I don't remember how many Minecraft days we survived in my hardcore series that we did. The only reason why my hardcore series ended was because I was trying to fight a bunch of phantoms instead of just going to bed. I could have just gone to bed. I didn't. I tried to shoot a phantom and shot a golem instead, and he murdered me.
I like the cult of darkness.
I like how that's an old Roblox reference, I think. I think that's where it came from. I don't even remember what it was. It was like, no fun, only darkness, or something. And then ever since then, I just, like, it's always no something, only darkness. I think it came from Roblox. I don't remember. I don't even remember where that reference came from. But I would love to make a t-shirt that just says only darkness on it. But I feel like no one would understand. I don't know. Is that a good idea? Do people want that? I don't know. See, the problem, Omnam, is that you're spelling the words backwards, but you're not actually spelling the sentence backwards. What are you saying? Help me, I can only spec? I think you meant speak backwards. So you needed to, like, actually flip the entire sentence, right? I'm still reading left to right. I should be reading right to left. You're doing it wrong. I will get tired of reading backwards and just give up though very soon. So you might want to figure that one out real soon, because I can read backwards, but I'm just gonna get tired of it. People try to make netherite armor and tools and delete the dragon and other boss all within the 100 days. Is that what they're doing? I don't actually know how to make netherite armor, because that was in that nether update, and I played it like when the nether update came out. We were doing like a Minecraft series, and we played it like once, and then the Minecraft series we were doing just kind of ended. Not because we finished it or anything, we just started playing other games, because we do it on the Friday with the guys streams. So like me and Ian and TJ and Wiley, we just started playing some other stuff because we just wanted to play some other stuff too, and then we never came back to Minecraft. So we never figured out netherite or netherite armor. We never figured that out. I could look it up. I haven't looked it up. Rebellious Robot, welcome to the stream. Here's how to do it.
Whoa, sir.
See, I said it backwards. Hey, Erica, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're just waiting on Alex to join us very soon, and he will. I wonder if he's getting set up. I could swing over to Twitch and see if he's streaming. I think he should be on his probably like starting soon or whatever, and then he'll give me a call, and then we'll get going and we'll play some Knockout City. Yes, the wither and the dragon get the thing to fly with. Oh, I forgot about the flying thing. Chair! It's time to say hello to the chair, everybody. Everybody, take a moment to say hello. Hello, chair. I'm gonna sit you up here. Last time we tried to say hello to the chair, I was trying to squat and said, oh, I'm getting an incoming call from Alex. Hang on, here we go. Let's see if my settings are set up correctly.
You picked up immediately.
I picked up immediately. I was ready. Alex, say hello to the chair.
Hello, chair. It's so good to sit on you.
I mean, I don't know if you've had the pleasure yet to sit on my chair, but maybe one day.
I hope so one day. Thank you for sharing the stream, Coco. I really would like to sit in your chair one day. We could do a stream
One day.
together next time that we're in person.
We could share the chair.
Oh my god, and we can hashtag share the chair.
Hashtag share the chair. It's like
How you
hashtag
feeling,
spread
man?
the love, but share the chair.
Which is just better.
I'm feeling all right. I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying to perk up a little bit. I took a nap, and the thing with naps is that they make me feel dead inside.
You
So
know
I'm
why?
trying
It's
to perk
probably
up.
'cause how long do you nap? How long do you nap?
See, I don't usually try. I don't intend to take a nap when they happen. So, I like an hour or something.
But it feels like you're coming out of a coma each
Yeah,
time.
it does. It
right?
feels like I'm like literally rising up from the dead, like out of my grave. Like I didn't think I would
They
survive.
just quoted you over here. Feels I feel dead inside, Mo. We're getting some hi Mama Mo's over here. Hi, Mama Mo.
Hey everybody in Alex's chat. I'm over here.
Yes, everybody. Make sure if you haven't already, which I think most of you in here have, but follow MagicManMo on YouTube. He does streams on there weekly or like almost daily, right? You're what?
Yeah.
Do you have a particular schedule? You're kind of on all the time.
My schedule's been a little all over the place lately, but
janky.
typically you can expect me weeknights at 8 p.m. Central Time, and we go until 10 or so. About 2-hour streams
Unless you
weeknights.
do a Minecraft stream and then it goes for 5 hours.
Yeah, the Friday night streams that I do with the guys tend to go longer, like maybe 4-ish hours, because we all just go for until we all just get tired of playing. Or sometimes when you and I collab, it goes longer because if I'm with other people, I would like to make it like worth it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah. I agree with you. Value in the streams.
I want to bring value to all my viewers, and in your case, to yours as well. I don't want to like get you on a stream and just be like, all right, I've been playing for 45 minutes, Alex. I love you, but I hate you. I'm sick of you. I'm gonna drop. I'm out of here.
I love you, but I don't. See ya.
I love you, but that's a lie.
Right, exactly. But honestly, back to our first point, I really do think it'd be fun. Maybe next time, I'm gonna have more time to be able to do this now coming up, but to get together in person and do a stream, do like a co-op.
Oh no, I need
maybe
to
like a
clean
local
my
co-op
studio.
stream. Well, you gotta clean it, man.
I gotta clean my
'Cause I'll be
studio.
up to- actually, if we want a little hint, I think you probably already know. We've kind of talked about it a little bit. Not
Yeah.
I, but you and a couple other partners of mine have talked about collaborating with something in July, and maybe we can do that in July.
That's maybe, yeah.
So I'll be here for a few days, so we could probably make that work.
I'm just gonna say maybe everybody check out, start keeping in the back of your head the name Nostalgic Studios. Is that what it's called? Am I Camp Nostalgic?
Nostalgic.
I'm like, I said Nostalgic
close.
Studios. I'm like, that doesn't sound remotely correct. And Camp Nostalgic. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Yes, I said that the first time.
So, but also I was thinking during that trip, maybe you and I could do a collab then in person. Then I'll be in town.
That'd be fun.
Who knows? We'll talk about it.
We'll you know what we'll do? You know what? You need to bring over your. You don't have to do this. What was it? Was it on the SNES or something? You need to bring over that Glover game that we never beat.
Oh my gosh, Glover! Does anybody? People in my chat might actually know that game. Does anybody remember Glover, that N64 game? Mo, do you remember the story behind us getting that game? Because I do.
We were gonna start a series where we would go out to. There's this used game store where you lived, and we were gonna go out every often and buy a random game from there, from some old retro game. And we went there and we recorded like an episode of us getting this game, and we found it, bought it, brought it home, and started playing it. I think that was the story.
Yeah, it was like we were gonna start a series forever. I think that video is still live on your channel, to be honest with you.
I think so. I don't think it was in the Purge era.
The Purge.
The Purge
Mo
era.
Purge.
I'll look it up.
But yeah, we had an idea to just go to the store like once a week or every few weeks and just get a random game and just play it and just see if we got a gem or we got something that was poopy, pretty much. I think was kind of the idea. And I think that game was it was fine. It was just an old N64 game. I don't think it was anything great. But there was another game we got that was, I remember getting it saying, this is like a big critically like a cult following kind of game. Like everyone loves it now, but no one knew about it then. And I remember we played that and we did not like it. I can't remember what that was called.
Yeah, there was another one. The Glover one, I just had to look it up. That was 2014.
That was 2014.
That was 2014. That was 7 years ago.
Oh my God, I was like 6.
Oh my God. We did 5 parts of Glover. We did part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did we really?
We did 5
I gotta
parts.
Stream that.
And since this was 2014, this was the era when they were like 10-minute episodes. So the first episode's
Yes.
9.5 minutes long.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Man, I can't believe it's been that long.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. We
That
had
makes me
2
kinda
games.
sad.
I don't remember what the other game was that we had. But I remember
I can't remember
Glover.
what it is. I just that one is kind of forgettable, but I remember Glover. Coco and T says that was Baby Alex. Yeah, I think I don't know if you still see it, Mo. Did I have long hair still, or did I cut my hair?
I think the thumbnail I have you here is short hair. Let me whip up a video and take a look here. Oh yeah, your face isn't gonna be on screen, is it? No, it's not. Oh yeah, because I don't think we had face cam because we played at your apartment. So yeah, I think your thumbnail has short hair though.
Okay, it must have been right around that same time that I cut it. That's nuts. Time flies. It
Oh
really
my
does.
gosh. So
By
you
the
guys
way,
can
everyone in,
listen to that. You can go to YouTube and just search MagicManMo Glover, and you should get the series. And then you can listen to 2014 Mo and Alex playing a freaking old
God.
Nintendo game together.
Cringe AF.
Oh, I'm sure it's awful. I'm gonna have to watch it later.
Oh my God, guys, give me a hashtag cringe AF, please. Oh, by the way, Mo, before we get started,
Yes.
somebody already cashed in some notes, and they wanted me to sing a song to you.
Oh, okay. Before you do, everybody in my
yeah,
chat, because you shouted me out. I haven't had the chance to shout you out. If you haven't heard of Alex yet, everybody in my chat, if you haven't heard of him, he's streaming on Twitch right now. So go over, if you have a Twitch account. If you don't have one, make one right now. You've got time.
That's right,
Go to
make one.
twitch.tv/APDucat. All right? You'll find it, or you just go to Twitch and search AP Ducat. He's over there. Give him a follow. And once you've done that, you can come back to YouTube, or you can stay there. You can do whatever you want, but also go to YouTube and look up Alex Ducat in YouTube and give his YouTube channel a subscription. I would appreciate that very much. All right, you can sing your song now.
I appreciate that. Okay. So for the viewers on Mo's side, I think some of you probably have heard this before when we stream together. But on Twitch, you can, if you watch long enough, you gather notes, little music notes, and you can cash those in to make me do funny things. And somebody cashed in a bunch, which is good old Coco. And Mo, I have to sing you a song.
Okay.
Because this is our 5th date now.
Maybe.
Or it's like, I think it's our 5th, maybe 6th date. And this is a really special night. And they requested that I sing you this song by Elton John.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
No, I don't know who Elton John is, but
I hope it's so uncannily accurate that YouTube flags me for copyright. Do
I guess
it.
we're about to find
I
out
want you
now.
to take
All
my
right.
stream down.
Here we go. All right. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I'm only gonna do about half the song, guys, because this is a long one. Anyway, I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I were a streamer, but then again, no. Or a man who makes potions. Thank you for the follow. Her0006. Thank you for coming out. Tell me what you're
Heck
drinking.
yeah.
I'm drinking a Miller Lite over here. It's my favorite. Anyway, let's see. Or a man who makes potions in the traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for Mo. Here's the chorus.
Ooh.
And you can tell everybody this is Mo's song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while Mo's in the world. There you go.
Thank
The
you.
world is wonderful with you in it, Mo.
I love it. I love it.
No, Mo, I have something else special too for you that I kind of did not plan.
Oh no, I've already been serenaded once. You spoil me. You spoil me.
Well, I'll give you that, but you can't see me right now, but I am wearing a shirt. And I
Okay.
want to explain this to everybody.
I'm not wearing a
I'm
shirt.
wearing a shirt right now. Well, remember that one stream we slapped our bellies?
We did.
About that. You need to find that and post that as one of your shorts.
Yeah, eventually.
I think I've got a clip of that. I can send it to you probably. But anyway, I'm wearing my Club 500 MagicManMo shirt.
Oh my God, I forgot about
I still
Club
wear that
500. Oh man.
Club 500. So this is when Mo got. Well, you guess you had 500 subs.
Yeah.
And,
If you were here,
like members, right? Got the
Yeah.
shirt, or how did that work?
if you it was just merchandise. So if you were around back when I had 500 subscribers, you could have bought a shirt that said MagicManMo Club 500 or something like that. I don't remember what it said. And I don't think I made very many. It might just be yours. I don't remember. Maybe it's just you and me that own a shirt. I don't remember who else, if anyone else bought one.
He signed it and everything. This is gonna listen, Mo. This will.
Oh,
be
I
worth
signed it? Oh, I think I remember that.
You signed it. There's a signature right at the bottom right here, and it's like, oh man, I gotta like send a picture to you about it. I'll put it in our Discord. Thank you. Oh, the cover was amazing. Thank you guys. They're like, dang, that voice, guys. I only half butted it, but I appreciate that. That is from Mo, and it's special from my heart. I think Elton John did a song called Crocodile Rock back in the 80s or late 70s. He did. I believe that was in the early or mid 70s, Alex King. Thank you for coming out. By the way, everybody in Mo's stream, what are you drinking tonight? You drinking anything? You eating anything? I'm weird, and I like to know what you're consuming while you're watching our streams.
He likes to know so that
You
he
have
can
anything,
figure
Mo?
out what to poison you with.
What to poison?
I want to
Are
know
you
what
drinking
you
something?
drink.
I'm drinking my dinner. I'm having some Huel. So
You're still rocking the Huel.
I am. I'm actually rocking a Huel shirt right now. So everybody, if you're interested in buying some Huel, which is a meal replacement shake, if you're on the go and on the move and don't have time to cook food, you can drink your food instead. You can check out Huel. But before you check out Huel, use my affiliate link down in the description below. If you use my link and make a purchase of $50 or more, you and I both get $15 off of our next purchase. So
Huel.
hashtag
they should
not
do.
sponsored, but
Hashtag not sponsored, but kind of sponsored.
I do have a link. Yeah, I'm drinking, it's the peanut butter flavor. I'm not a big fan of it. It's kind of peanut butter, but it's not great. But if you want to buy a flavor, for anyone that, since I just did my little ad read there, if you want to buy a flavor, I highly recommend the salted caramel or the cafe latte flavors. Those are both very good. But I'm having the peanut butter one.
That all sounds very good. Let me turn down my volume on the Knockout City a little bit. That should be a good volume.
Knockout City. I guess I'll pull mine up. I'm just
Yeah,
hanging
I was
out.
trying to find you on there, and then you weren't on there.
I'm not on there. I'm still in my starting soon pre-show screen.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I didn't know if you were gonna start at 8 o'clock or not. So, I just kind of had my pre-show for a few minutes before I got on with you. But
I was just waiting for the Discord call, and then I figured like once we were ready to go, I would just whip it up. Also, Time to Appear and Totally Perfect and Pinata Time. Welcome to the stream chat over here. Hi.
You guys are so awesome for going over there.
I'm pulling it up now.
Pinata.
Pinata.
Pulling it up now. I'm gonna whip it up, pull it out, and we're gonna see what happens.
Pinata Time wants me to tell you, Alex, that you have nice eyes.
Oh, thank you. Really? I've been told I have beady eyes, but thank you.
Those beady little eyes.
I don't know if it's my eyes are beady or my eyebrows are just so freaking big. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of both,
Maybe.
but that's okay. Weston, or Mo, has piercing blue eyes. They're blue.
And piercing.
And piercing.
Not like maybe I'm just, I don't know. I feel like my eyes are like kind of grayish, like kind of blue gray or whatever. I feel like they're not. I don't feel like they're piercing blue, but also I get like eye dysmorphia syndrome because like on YouTube you do like a bunch of color correction. It's like, are my eyes that blue or is this just the color correction? And I don't know.
Well, you know what? That's a good point because most of the time when I see your face these days, it's on oversaturated like thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah, they're
It's
definitely
very
oversaturated.
Possible. And I don't mean that in any sort of way, but
No.
I do think maybe that makes your eyes definitely stand out.
And I think they do too because like it upsets me too because I try to do color correction and to get some more color because I get very washed out doing the green screen thing, and to try to get some color in like my thumbnails and even videos and stuff, sometimes I do some color correction, but I can't figure out how to bring some color to my face without also accidentally making my teeth look like freaking yellow, like I've been drinking Mountain Dew every day since I was born.
I know the struggle.
So it's like, I look like I have bad teeth, but I swear they're not that bad. I swear, they're cleaner than they look.
Alex King. Oh, you don't have Pro Jared eyes, Pinata says. No, I don't. I do not have Pro Jared eyes. I haven't thought about him in a long time.
No, man.
Alex, I used to watch him back in the day. Alex King, do you ever forget a lyric during a medley and have never heard of Darcy's Wildlife Show? Well, I've heard of it. I did a medley and I was in it just last week. But I do forget my lyrics to my own songs, for God's sake. So, of course, I forget the medley songs. I have to memorize 20 songs I don't know and put them together. That takes a little bit of time. Ooh, I joined a group with MagicManMo.
Yeah, I joined you. I found you.
You joined me.
That's right.
All right, well, now I got to throw a ball at you.
Oh, I almost caught it, I think. I lagged out. Why am I lagging?
You lag.
Your group is too powerful.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. There's a slow catch. Ooh, I thought I was going to throw you off, but I didn't.
Nope.
Dang it, I'm rusty.
I'm so good. I'm so good at this.
What's
I played
your level now?
10. Oh, God darn it.
You're 10? Okay, I think I'm 11, so we're pretty close.
Yeah, I played this a little over an hour or so the other night as well on Monday.
Oh, gotcha. I think I saw your playing. I think I was I streaming that night?
I don't remember.
Whoever I was or not. Man, see, I could just do this forever. I don't know why this game is so addicting, but...
Oh, God, that was so slow.
It's Lost Media. Oh, the Darcy's Wildlife Show. I guess it is. She looked familiar, that actress did, but I don't know anything else about her. Well, okay, Pinata Time asks, what's a show or movie? This goes to, by the way, when Pinata Time likes to ask questions, and anybody in Mo's chat, feel free to answer these too. It's always fun to see how y'all fare out with stuff. But what's a show or movie that you love but Mo can't stand?
Yeah, he has the same thing over here.
Mo,
what do I love that you can't stand? So that's very interesting. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so well, first of all, tell me, what's a movie that... Just give me like movies that you totally despise, and we'll see if we have a common ground. Because I know there's a lot of movies that
Children of Men.
I haven't seen.
Have you seen Children of Men? It's really bad, in my opinion.
I've not seen that.
And I can't talk about Star Wars Episode 9. You don't watch Star Wars.
Nope. I've seen the... I think at this point I've seen almost all of the original 3 or 4, 5, and 6, whatever you want to call them. But
I don't
I'm trying to think,
despise a lot of movies.
Plenty, over the years, we've seen a lot of things together, but I can't think of something that we both had complete opposite opinions on.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'd have to really think about it. What about shows? Maybe a show.
It's
you
so
love to
hard.
Interrogate me. I know you guys do.
I don't watch a lot of shows and movies, so it's always hard to think what did I hate.
See, me too. I'm like 90% YouTube.
Right. I watch I mean, I have a YouTube Premium account, so I don't have to watch ads because I watch that much YouTube, you know?
Yes, it's for me, and for you too, it's worth the $10.
It is. It is absolutely worth it. I don't even, I pay every month for Netflix, and I think I watch, a movie on it once every other month.
Yeah, I know. I actually just got rid of it.
Really?
Yeah, I really did. I'm technically able to mooch off Steph. I asked for her password and her...
Yeah.
Whatever, when she gave it to me, and I still haven't even logged into it. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't find the need a lot. Although I did get a recommendation from a coworker, and she highly recommends this The Wrong Missy. So I need to watch that. I have a movie on my watch list.
Oh wait. I think I know what that is. Is that about the it was in the '60s and it was about a comedian?
I don't think
a female comedian.
I don't think so. It's about a guy who's trying to go on a date with a girl named Missy and accidentally invites the wrong Missy.
Okay, totally different.
And then funny things ensue. Apparently, it's a comedy. I don't remember what the details are, but that's what I remember.
Oh, I was thinking of Miss Maisel. That's what they're saying in the chat. That's a good show. Who wishes for Ned's Declassified reboot? Alex King asks. That'd be cool. I used to love that show back in the day.
I didn't watch a lot of. I've seen a little bit, but I never watched a lot of Ned's Declassified.
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Ow!
Dead. KO. Should we actually?
That hurts.
Should I start actually matchmaking?
Yeah, we should probably start matchmaking. Here, let me get into it.
Yeah.
Is that how you treat your boyfriend?
Yes.
You just bang me around with a ball? Well, I guess that kind of
obviously.
Obviously.
What are you talking about? Obviously.
Obvi.
Yeah, I can't think. I'm still trying to think of a single movie or TV show that I hated that you might even have a chance of loving.
I know.
I can name things that I enjoyed, and you can tell me if you hated them. But
Some of the
like,
things that you like, but immensely enjoy though, like
like
but make them
immensely-
like pretty common things. So I guess the odds of us both watching it,
right.
are
Like I can
fairly common.
like I loved the movie, and I bet you haven't seen it. I loved the movie Strange Magic.
You know, you've talked about Strange Magic many times, and I actually think we kind of watched it together once, but it was in the background and we were doing other things.
I don't think so.
I think it was at our buddy Aiden's house.
I don't think we watched Strange. Did I put it on there? Did we? I don't remember.
I could be wrong, but I think we did. Who knows?
Okay.
Memories can.
Yeah, they're elusive. But I only mentioned that one because that's one that's like one that what like I know some people didn't like, but so that's why I mentioned that one. But other than that, like movies that I I loved Hardcore Henry, the Taken movie. God,
Hardcore Henry. There's one. We saw that together.
did we?
Yes, the first-person movie.
Yeah, we saw that together.
We watched that together.
Oh, darn
yeah,
it.
years ago. In fact, I remember that day vividly because that was a day. That was the same day that I don't know if you remember this, but we got dinner also, and we got dinner at Applebee's.
Did we? I don't remember this.
Yes, I remember this. We got dinner at Applebee's. It was me, you. I think your brother was with us.
Yeah,
maybe another friend too.
Oh. Uh-oh.
His brother was in. We were kind of we're in the same friend group when we would go do stuff. I was trying to think. Anyway, there was a group of us, and I remember my laptop got the blue screen of death that day for the first time, and I remember talking to you about it, and I was so concerned because I had so much information on my laptop, and I was afraid I was going to lose it, like all my YouTube stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And then we went to go see Hardcore Henry after he went to Applebee's.
That's wild.
So, yeah. I know, right?
I remembered watching that, but I thought I remembered watching it just with Wiley. That's hilarious. But no, I enjoyed that one.
See, that one, okay, there's kind of a hot take. I remember thinking it was interesting, but not really being too into the story.
Like the story,
I thinking
the story was fine. Like it was kind of like, you know, a video game story. It wasn't like an action video game that needed to have a story, but honestly, what you're there for is just the nonstop action. That's kind of what that movie was, and I enjoyed it.
That's a good point. It is kind of like a video game story. Like it's much more about the quote-unquote gameplay than it was the story anyway. Like, just about the idea of it being in the first person. Have you guys seen that? Any Jammin' Chatters? Have you seen seen Hardcore Henry? That came out, well, that was like, what? Geez, had to be 6, 7 years ago now, right?
Yeah, that was a while ago. Now, I don't remember what year it came out.
Let's see here. I love Hardcore Henry. Alex doesn't like it that much. Are you saying that just because I said it, or are you guessing? Or is that someone else? I'm reading these things. Coco and C, honestly, I want more first-person movies or a TV show like that. That would be cool to see more of it. Oh, 84 Weber's asking about Magic Mike.
I never saw Magic Mike. I am the MagicManMo. I could be the Magic Mike.
You could be the Magic Man Mike. You could.
I could be the MagicMan Mike. You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know me in life.
How many members do you need for that to happen on stream?
I still need to do my karaoke membership thing. I still have to do karaoke. And then maybe the next one after that will be MagicMan Mike stream. It'll be on
Magic Man Mike.
It'll be on After Dark.
MagicManMo After Dark.
After Dark.
And like, if you get like an extra 2 members during the stream, you show your butt.
I'll show my butt. It'll just be my like elbow. You know how you close your elbow up, put it close to the camera, and it looks like your butt.
You know, back in the day, it was the funniest thing to like take a picture on like your Galaxy S3, and you'd take a picture of your arm, and like you'd put it on someone's background when they weren't looking. You thought you were so clever. I got a butt.
Decal, welcome to the stream. This is not my first collab. This is my buddy Alex, though. You should check him on Twitch, twitch.tv/AP2Cat.
Yeah, I'd love to have you. Also, let me know what you're drinking or eating if you're eating dinner or anything. Do you remember when like people used to put like their face as the background on their phones? People would do that. Do you remember that?
I don't really remember that.
I remember one of our good friends actually did that. And I remember looking at his phone. This is when we had flip phones still. And I remember even then I thought, why? And for a long time, I worked in in the wireless industry, so I would work with a lot of phones. So you'd see a lot of people's phones, and you'd be surprised how many people have their background as their own face. And I don't know why. Like, why? Is it just a, hey, if you find this phone and you see my face, come return it to me? Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand.
I don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or just people didn't know what else to make their.
It's like, I don't want to look at myself. Like, the last thing I want is to look at myself every time I look at my dang screen.
I don't even remember if I had a background on my old flip phone. I don't remember. If I did, I don't know what it was. Oh, man.
I used to do just the basic, boring, like, brick, or just, like, black. Just, like, nothing.
Food Eater,
what's
welcome
my
to the
favorite
stream.
Zoe 101 episode? Alex King? I'm not sure. I didn't do much Zoe 101.
Food Eater, thank you so much for subscribing.
Ooh, we got a new sub!
Yeah!
My mom is me and my siblings, but that makes more sense. It's her kids. I did not follow that sentence at all. Also, Coco and T says, Alex, you should see the people's faces at the Walmart electronics section.
That's me. That used to be me at the Walmart electronics section playing the demo games all day.
Every time. Anytime I'm in a Walmart or a Target or anywhere, I'm still going right to the video game section. Even though I know I'm probably not going to buy anything, I'm still there. And I'm always hoping that like the little kiosk is going to be there. And they don't have those anymore. And it's sad. It's very sad. I used to, those old grimy like PS2 controllers. You can just go up there. Man,
Heck yeah.
simpler
Sometimes they'd be
times.
busted.
Oh, they'd be horrible. They'd be sweaty.
Dude, at Walmart and at Target all the time. Loved it. Those were the days.
Special times. Were you a Toys R Us
No.
kid, like when it came to video games?
Not at all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Like, never once Toys R Us for a video game.
Really?
Yeah.
So, when I went there as a kid, it was never the sole purpose to get a video game there. But, once again, that's where I always gravitated towards, were the games.
We
But,
weren't even
and it
Toys
was
R
always-
Us family in general, to be honest, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you know, I remember you telling me you weren't a Chuck E. Cheese family either. You went to the
Ants
the
in your
knockoff place
pants.
in town. Ants in your pants.
Yeah, the knockoff
Actually,
Chuck E.
Actually, I
Cheese.
remember ants in your pants.
Yeah, they were great. That's where I had my first heart attack as a child.
Are you serious?
I think so. I've never had it explained because I didn't tell anybody because I was scared. But I remember I don't know how old I was. I wasn't very old. I remember like running around or whatever because they had a play area. And I remember coming to a complete dead stop because my chest hurt really bad and I couldn't breathe or move for like 15 seconds. And then I just came out of it and then I didn't say anything to anybody.
Oh my gosh. Can I get a hashtag Mo had a heart attack?
Apparently. So
Oh my
much
gosh.
fun. But no,
That would
I was
alarm me
fine.
very much as a child.
I was alarmed. I still think about it to this day.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. We're catching back up. Oh, dang it. I thought we were catching up, but we're not.
Well,
We
kinda,
got
6 8,
hashtag
that's not
Mo
bad.
died.
I know, I died that day. Everything that's happened since then has been a hallucination. I don't think this is real.
Who knows? It's just a long, vivid dream.
Is this the real life, or did I die?
Have a heart attack. Oh, you're saying your mom's, depending on time, mom's phone wallpaper is me and my siblings. That makes sense. It's her kids. My wallpaper is Sam and Max. Oh, guys, I have great news about Sam and Max, by the way. I just bought the first Sam and Max game on Steam for like $4 or something, so I will be streaming that soon. They've been wanting me to stream the old Sam and Max point-and-click game. So.
Oh man, I want to do that too. I haven't done it.
That's up your alley. You
It would be.
definitely
Heck yeah! Got it
Hey,
out!
we won! All right. So, guys, I'll probably start streaming that soon. Well, that's exciting. We came back and won this thing.
Yeah, somehow.
Ear U134, Gray 88, and Mr.
Well, we got one more
Webby
round to go
52.
because it's 1-1. We got one more round.
Oh, that's right.
That's right, 1-1. What game is this? Knockout City. It's in the title, silly goofball.
Knockout City, it's actually, I got it. If you have Game Pass on PC, it's free. But I think it's like, how much is it? Because you bought it, right?
It's $20. You can get a deluxe edition for $30, but it's $20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, I would spend $20 on it. Like, it's worth it. I think it's really, really fun. It's simple, but it's fun. Simple, but effective. Wait,
Simple
Alex,
but effective.
He said first heart attack. How many heart attacks have you had, Mo? Do you want to get into this now?
How much time do you have?
How long do you want this stream to
I think I did say first heart attack, but that was me being mostly dramatic. I had this thing. Oh my god, my game is laggy. I need to change my settings. But I used to have this thing when I was younger where I'd have like chest pains, like in my heart, like they'd be like sharp pains or whatever. But I think it was like just growing. I think my chest was growing or something, like just as physically as a body. Because I remember talking to a doctor about it, and he was like, "Well, does it hurt when you actually exercise?" And I'm like, "Well, no." And he's like, "Well, then you should be okay." And then that was like the end of that.
Okay, that's good. I thought this is you trying to convince yourself that you're not having a heart attack. It's like, I'm not having a heart attack. My chest is just growing.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, or like literally my heart was like because you know I was a child, so like just my body was growing probably. Because like I don't even have that problem anymore, so that's probably what it was. But like that was a regular thing in my life for a while. It's like, oh, I would just be like around doing a thing, and then all of a sudden I just have a sharp pain in my like heart and be like, ugh! Dead.
Oh man.
But I never came to like a complete dead stop like the one time I did at Ants in Your Pants.
That needs to be a song, like, I don't know, just, I had a heart attack at Ants in My Pants. Dang it, they just abused me over there, dang it.
I need to change my, oh my god, I am like having some issues
guys,
here.
Is this game audio a little too loud? Let me know if it is, I'll turn it down, I can't tell. Because what I hear is what they hear, and with headphones it can be kind of misleading. A normal part of growth is horrible pain, right? Actually, I guess that's probably true. Pinata Time says, yeah, it really is. They call it growing pains for a reason. I was proud of that one. So if iCarly's getting a reboot, what other Nick shows would like? I would like Drake and Just have a reboot, but I don't think that'll happen anytime soon.
That would be so great with them being older.
That would be, but you heard what just happened with Drake, though, right?
No, would something happen?
Yeah, there's alleged accusations with I guess doing. I don't want to say because I can't remember the whole thing, but I think he was expressing explicit things with a minor via text, and there's proof and stuff like that. And I think he's kind of in the crosshairs right now for that.
God, why does that have to happen, man?
I don't know.
And maybe it's not real, but also if it is, like, why does that have to happen? Why do people have to be that way?
I know. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that?
Don't freaking be weird with children. I don't know.
I don't get it.
It's not hard. I got a Boba Cola sticker.
Can I get a hashtag? Don't be weird with kids.
Oh, that is an unfortunate hashtag. I imagine that trending on like Twitter or something. Hashtag don't be weird with kids. I'd be a little worried.
He was the soul man. He was. I love Drake and Josh. That's one show that we both loved.
I love Drake and Josh.
I want to go back and rewatch it because I think it's on. What's it on Netflix or something now, or at least the first season is or something. I can't remember. You said it's a little loud. That's fine. I'm gonna turn down this just a little bit more. There we go. We'll turn down to like 11. 11 should be a perfect amount.
Yeah, hopefully, I guess I'll ask my chat too. It's a little late, but like, is the sound okay? Can you guys hear Alex fine? And is the game too loud? Let me know.
I'm always anal with with the audio. They used to call me anal audio back in high school.
Is this available on PS4? I'm not sure actually. You'd have to look. I'm playing it on PC.
Yes.
Is it? Alex says it is.
It's on all consoles because I got a couple friends who, one of my coworkers plays it on Switch. It's on PlayStation and it's on Xbox. Yeah, it's on everything.
Sounds great. Awesome. Yeah, I was thinking it was on everything. Oh, you saw my long TikTok. Is that how you found me, Food Eater? Welcome to the stream.
Ooh, Coco and T asks, do you like boba tea, not bobo? Bobo tea?
I've never had boba tea. Everybody, like all the big YouTubers on the like West Coast are like crazy about it.
But what is it? What is it? Because I haven't had it either.
It's these little, it's this tea with these little balls in it. I don't know what the balls are though.
Like, they're like, I thought they were like blueberries or something, but I think it's like different balls.
Yeah, it's like just balls. God dang it.
Imagine that boardroom meeting somewhere in like New York, and just okay, guys, think of tea, but balls, and then like everyone's minds are blown.
Man, why am I so freaking? Guys, do you guys see like lag on the? Okay, I'm gonna keep messing with my settings. I'm having issues over here.
You know, the other night I was having issues with dropping frames with this game.
Yeah, I'm having frame rate issues and it's annoying.
In game or for the stream?
In the game.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, my stream's fine. The game's not handling itself well. It's weird. I might after this round, I might just restart the game just see if that helps.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it's not this game. I don't think this game's really that intensive. I mean,
it shouldn't be, especially for my PC specs.
Yeah, I know your PC. Your PC's it's a hunk.
Yeah, I dropped a hot dollar on this PC. I'll tell you what.
Listen, that dollar was at least 150 degrees. It was a hot dollar.
That was a
knockout. Nice.
Spicy hot dollar, if not 200 degrees Celsius.
I'm pretty excited, Mo. I recently got a new day job, and I haven't started it yet.
Oops.
But it's like a video marketing, social media marketing job, which is awesome. And the best part about it is that my future boss texted me today, and he was like, "Hey, listen, are you a Mac or PC guy?" And I said PC, and he said, "Okay, do you want to? What specs do you want in your PC?"
All of them.
Sky's the limit. And I'm like,
sky's the limit?
So like well, he didn't say sky's the limit. I in my head he said that. I mean,
I'll
obviously
say,
there's a budget
boy.
for it. But I was like, but I'm gonna get some. But but the budget's a good amount for sure. And it's just cool having that freedom. He said, "Yeah, we're gonna set this up in the office, and you can use that for everything." I was thinking, "Oh, that's awesome."
Especially for work, you probably don't need a lot, but.
No, I mean, well, honestly, I'm doing a lot of video editing, and if you do, and I'm gonna be using some nice cameras they got. I might be doing some 4K editing, so I probably will need.
Yeah, actually, yeah. If you're doing some 4K
and that's
editing.
actually why I kind of went all out on my PC, and one reason was because for games, but the biggest reason was for editing, because these medleys are editing-wise are more intensive than you may think, just with all the tracks.
Well, yeah, because you have so many tracks.
It was just so cool. It was just so cool just having them go, yeah, like, okay, we're gonna make you a computer here. What do you want? I was thinking, oh, that's awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that. But this is gonna be I guess a little discussion here. But like, I don't know if you know this right now. I know you're probably not in the market, but I guess there's like a chip shortage, which I was unaware of.
Yeah, it's all that Bitcoin stuff.
Electronics, all that, yeah. And so now, like GPUs, like I don't need much for what I do with the editing. What's more important is RAM and my processor, not so much about my graphics card. And so I was gonna get like a middle of the road graphics card, like $300 or whatever. And right now, I was gonna get the one that I have in mind, which is a 1660, and I got that for like $280. Now those exact ones are like $900.
Whoa, that's way too much.
It's ridiculous. It's way too much. The prices are jacked up, and I texted him today, and I'm like, listen. And then he's like, God, this stupid crypto stuff, or he said something like that.
It is. It's
like,
all the crypto stuff.
It really is. I know. Like, everything else is still normal price, but those graphics cards, man.
And I just hate that it's.
About your job. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, I hate that it's so. Oh god. I hate to see it so big, the crypto stuff, because everyone's just in it because they think it's like fast cash, and so everyone's jumping on all these cards, and it's like you're ruining it for everybody.
That once again, I told you this last time we streamed. It's people ruin it for everyone, man. It's just what happens. There we go. Hold on, let me kill this guy really quick.
I got you. Watch out!
Dang it! I didn't kill this guy.
I had your back, but it wasn't good enough. Where'd you go?
Out of Time says, this reminds me, I remember hearing about a guy's dream where Michael Jackson had just died and everyone was clearly crying, but trying to hold back and saying, no, I'm happy he's dead. He was a creep and I'm happy to see he's dead. That just sounds like that sounds like a hilarious dream, but also, I mean, it's kind of sad about that too, because Michael Jackson, for God's sake, but that's why I always say, and people say, don't meet your heroes, man. Like, at least I kind of stand by that, because most people that I've looked at, like idolized, like in the music world, were horrible people. It just tends to be what it was for whatever reason, but
for whatever
It's a shame.
reason, yeah, just people that you want
everyone's
to
got
be
their
really
demons,
awesome.
I guess,
yeah, I don't know.
but,
I mean, I guess it's
it's
the
kind
one.
of like one of those things. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say it's the one thing where it's like it's important to remember that your heroes, whoever they are human. So there's probably stuff that they
Right.
screw up or aren't good about. And, you know, like everyone's human, no one's perfect, even your heroes, right? It just sucks when your heroes are also just trash.
Yes.
When
it
they're
does suck.
trash people, it's like, oh man, I'd be okay if you were just kind of rude, but if you're just garbage, it's like, God, that makes it so much worse.
Now, I will say, and this might be a hot take, especially these days, but I'm not really afraid to say it because I stand by it, but I do believe in... I can still appreciate somebody's art, even if I don't like who they are. Now, there's exceptions, obviously, but, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, if you're a
Within reason.
serial killer, rapist, whatever, you know, I get it, but I, you know, turn that off. But within reason, like, if you have your, you know, your skeletons in your closet, you got your demons, but that's not going to stop me from enjoying, like, maybe what you've made, unless you're trying to promote those things in the art that you make, I guess. Like I said, there's exceptions.
It gets hairy when like your enjoyment of someone's artistic work means that they're profiting off of it. So like you say it's a song that you download or stream their music and they're making money off of that. So they're profiting off of your enjoyment of their stuff, and you just know that they're using that money for something heinous, possibly. You know, like when you find out people are involved with like, I don't know, the illicit children thing or whatever. It's like, Christ, did me enjoying their art give them the success to do the horrible things they do?
That's a good
and that's when it
point.
gets really unfortunately complicated.
Right. Unfortunately, complicated is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Similar things with me and artists. In fact, this is Pinata time. Recent artists. That was my favorite. Recently got into some controversy. I haven't looked into it. It's always good to look into it, too, because sometimes people can be quick to something that may not even be real.
Yeah.
We live in an age where information goes quick, but the information may not be accurate at all. Let's see here. Totally separate. Yep, I see what you mean. Definitely pick and choose thing with me. Yeah, everything's pick and choose these days. Nothing's cut and dry these days. By the way, I'm street rank 13, and I feel
Nice.
good because I'm a teenager now.
I'm a teen. I'm gonna pop out and just restart my
Ooh.
game real quick because my game was
Dude,
struggling.
that's great. I'm going to customize my guy a little bit again.
Do it.
I am pretty excited because I think I just got a new taunt that I can use. So I'm going to use that. Let's return to the hideout. Might be time for another beer pretty soon, too.
Ooh. I
feel
finished
so
my
good.
Huel, so now I'm drinking a bit of coffee.
You need a little coffee. I
Oh,
won't
coffee.
forget, Mo. You've always, since, at least for years, since I've known you, you've always had weird combinations for drinks. Like you'll go, oh, I just put coffee and Coke together. And
Dude, that was
it's weird, but
that was what I was
I
trying to
remember you
like.
doing that.
That's what I was trying to get into drinking coffee, and I couldn't handle the taste of coffee, but I wanted to drink coffee, right? Like I needed it because I needed something to give me caffeine that wasn't soda or whatever. But I couldn't stand coffee, so I'm like, I need to mix it with something, and I was just like, I've got Coke and I've got coffee. I guess I'm mixing them. It's n- I
Coke
don't
and
rec- I
coffee.
don't really recommend it.
So that was your gateway, was pop? Like your gateway was putting it with pop and then eventually drinking it on its own is what you're kind of saying?
Kinda.
That's interesting to me. Because I can't remember what got me actually into coffee. Because I didn't start drinking coffee until, geez, what? I'd say I'm probably like right after high school. And then that's when I kind of started drinking it. And I don't know why, because I remember starting drinking it only because everybody else was drinking coffee, and I guess I needed to get started in my day, right? Like I was kind of being fed that, and then all of a sudden I felt the addiction of caffeine, and now I do need coffee.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way. It just felt like one of those things that I'm like an adult now and I'm tired in the mornings like I used to not be as a teen or something, and all the adults drink coffee, so maybe I should too. So like I feel like kind of like I forced myself to drink coffee, and then now that I have, it's like a crippling addiction to coffee where if you go without it, you can't function.
Crippling addiction. God. It's
I like
so
to
bad.
I like to go on like coffee free like days. Like I'll go like 2 days without coffee or whatever, just to kind of like start to kick some of the addiction or whatever. And you get those like you know, the like caffeine withdrawal headaches where you're like, I want coffee, I'm dying.
I know, it's so bad.
Tell Sans, welcome to the stream.
I discovered something today, by the way. So I'm one of those guys. I don't like. Now this probably isn't a hot take. Most coffee lovers agree that we all know that Starbucks actual coffee sucks. Like it just does. That's just not even an opinion. It's bad.
I don't think I've had Starbucks coffee since I started drinking coffee.
Because I know. Well, listen, try it. But
I've
only
done
if you got
Dunkin'.
another cup of coffee with you. I like Dunkin's actually, but but with Starbucks, if you just get black coffee, which I know that's how you like coffee.
Yeah, I just drink it black.
It's terrible. But today I had a coworker of mine went to Starbucks and he asked if I wanted anything, and I was craving another coffee, and I said, but I hate their coffee, but I don't want all the extra crap in it either, so just forget about it. He said, well, try the blonde. I'm like, what? Just try the blonde. So he came back with the blonde, and I tried it, and it was actually really good. It is smooth. I think it was kind of more like light roast, but it was actually very good. So if anyone likes black coffee and they actually go to Starbucks and don't enjoy it now, get the blonde. You'll like it. Not
Do they mix it with anything, or is it just like lighter coffee?
It's just a different roast.
Okay.
And it's a different blend, and it's good. It's actually really good. Wasn't crazy about it. Coco, didn't you say that you worked there many moons ago? I'm sure you got some fun stories. I'm sure you do. Alex, do you ever want to do a Disney animated movie medley? I would like to. I'd like to dive into movie medleys. I had plans to do that, but my YouTube algorithm told me to do other things. But
yeah, working for the algorithm.
Hey, listen. Mo knows it. Mo understands.
I do.
No, I would like to do more movie medleys. I want to do. You know what? Since I've been so good with my medleys again, what I want to do is do a Christmas movie medley this year in December. So hopefully I should have more time now to be able to do that, which would be awesome. So, you look interesting. I know. I like the style here. I like your beard and the kind of the Elvis hair.
I just like start wearing stuff as I unlock them. So it's just like if I unlock it, I wear it.
You unlock it, you wear it. Alex, have you ever met anyone famous and they were actually super nice? Pinata asks.
He knows me.
I have met Mo, and Mo's met me. We both met somebody famous.
We're so famous.
I have not met anybody famous.
I know Hannah Aldridge, the country musician. For anyone that knows her, she was at the CMAs this year.
That's cool. How did that happen?
She was playing at a rinky-dink like breakfast cafe that while I was on vacation with the family in Tennessee. I think it was in Tennessee. I think that's where we were. We were traveling because we were going to the Appalachians. We went through like Kentucky and Tennessee, and we were kind of around that area. This was several years ago now, and she was playing there with who was she with? Oh, who was the other one? She's getting bigger too, but I can't think of her name off the top of my head. But there's these two country musicians showed up, and they were playing to like 15 of us in this cafe.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And that actually reminds me, I actually do have one too. I was in. You remember Christina Perri?
Yeah.
Jar of Hearts. I saw her before she was famous in this little dinky bar that I played in when Mo probably remembers in high school I played in a band with a couple other guys from school, and we played up about an hour north of our school in this little dinky bar. And no, this was before that. This was before that, but so sorry. We played there with that band. This was before. I was like in 8th grade during this.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's way back.
7th or 8th grade, and I went with a buddy of mine who lives up that way. Actually, he might be in the chat right now, but I don't think he is. Anyway, we went up there, and we didn't know at the time that's who it was. But I remember her name because we met her and stuff like that. She was just playing like just right there, and then she told us to check out her MySpace, and it was Christina Perri. And then like 3 or 4 years later, or maybe longer than that, whenever Jar of Hearts came out, she got big, and I thought that was really cool. I had no idea who she was at the time, but I remember checking her out on MySpace. Like, yeah, I'll check out your MySpace because that was what you did then.
That's what you did.
And that was her. So I don't remember much about it because at the time I just didn't really care. It's like, okay,
yeah.
she sounds cool.
And-
I think she was.
You know, 7th, 8th grade. She wasn't big yet, you know, and like, yeah. That's
I
wild.
remember too. Like, I think she was just playing covers. I think too. But oh, Pinata says, "Gotta pee. Don't look at my booty." I mean, okay, nobody probably knows on Mo's side.
Don't look at my tootsies.
What's going on here? Every time I don't want to look at my tootsies when I leave the stream, which I'm gonna have to because I need another drink. But
Dilpreet, welcome to the stream.
all right, so right before we start another or not stream, sorry, right before I start another round, let me go grab another drink really quick.
Do it.
I'll be right back. In the meantime, Mo, maybe you could tell somebody. Why don't you tell everybody the story about the time that I saved that little girl from the fire? Remember that story?
Absolutely. It's a
From the burning building? Yeah. All right, I'll be
bender
right
of a
back.
tale. Yeah, no, this was once upon a time, long, long ago, when Alex was yet a wee lad, we were traveling through the bowels of Chicago. and the Sears Tower was on fire. And the entire building had been evacuated except for one little girl on the 300th floor. And Alex said, "I'm gonna save you, little girl, but I can't climb, so we can't go inside, Rep." I wasn't actually there. I heard about this. He couldn't go inside. The stairs were shut down. The elevator shut down. The building's on fire. So there was only one way, and that was by a helicopter. But there were no helicopters, so we had to create our own. Right? Had to invent his own. So we flew to the airport to get a helicopter. That's right. We flew to the I mean, we could fly. We flew to the airport to get a helicopter built for us, and we did that using just by deconstructing a bunch of garages, just Fortnite style with a pickaxe. Got enough metal. Got like it's like 300 metal or something to build a helicopter. Anyway, built a helicopter. You laughing at me? This is your story.
Look, everybody in the chat's like, I think mommy's lying.
No, true story. And we just Lego style built a helicopter and flew to the 300th floor where the little girl was hanging half out the window going, "Help! I'm on fire!"
This is all true, by the way.
This is all true. And the tricky part was like getting the helicopter in close enough to actually grab her without like having the giant helicopter rotor blade just smashing into the skyscraper, because that would be unfortunate. Show up to save her and then just take down the entire building instead. But we pulled it off. We pulled it off and pulled her out of that window, and then brought her back to the ground safely, and that's the story.
And then we all got ice cream.
We all got ice cream. Never saw that girl again.
No, never did see her
No,
again.
never again.
Never did. Man.
True story.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe? Do you think mommy and daddy would lie to you guys?
No, I would never.
No, mommy would never lie.
I grew up right to never lie. Always tell the truth. Cherry trees and whatnot. Who was that?
That's
Was that
right.
Washington chopping down trees or something? That story.
like
I
Washington.
definitely remember it. Abe Lincoln chopping vampires.
Okay. Did you like that movie?
I was like, speaking of movies, I forgot that movie existed. That was a weird. I didn't like it as much as you did, but I thought it was fine.
But you I don't know if you remember, but I loved that movie.
You
so
loved that
much.
movie.
I watched it. I went to the theater with my girlfriend at the time a couple times, like to watch it. I loved it. And then I bought the book. There was like a book adaptation.
Yeah.
And,
I think the
bought
book came
and then I
first,
read-
technically.
I think it did, but they republished it with like the.
Erica, it's true. I was the little girl. Erica, you were the little girl? We found her.
Erica was a little girl. Hi, Erica. How are you doing?
That's funny.
Erica and I have this little like back and forth that we always do when I'm in your stream. Did anyone watch Abe Lincoln Vampire Slayer or whatever it's called? Anyone remember that? I may hate it now, but I remember at the time I really loved it. I think this team. I keep thinking, oh man, this team's gonna suck, and then like they give me a run for my money every time.
God darn it.
Coco says, you said I was your favorite, and then you went ahead and said someone else was. Coco, I love each of my children. Like, I don't have a favorite. I just love each of you differently.
I have a favorite.
you know-
Let's see if you guys can figure out who it is. No, fight.
I think I know who Mo's favorite is.
I want them to fight for it.
I think Mo's favorite is Pinata. That's what I think. That's all I'm gonna say though.
My favorite is the one that shows me the most love.
The most love.
The most
Show me
love.
love now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
No, love, comment, and subscribe. We need a love button. That's what we need.
Hashtag
A
love.
love button.
God darn it.
Hashtag love.
I
All you
freaking-
need is love.
I think I need to update my drivers. That's gotta be it. Oh well.
It very well could be.
I will
Do you
persevere.
want to do that? It usually doesn't. Well, of course, you probably shouldn't do that while you're streaming.
No, like, cause it's good. Yeah, it's a bad idea. I'll just have to
bad
suck it
idea.
up, Buttercup.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's like it's not the worst I've ever had, but it's just like I'm trying to actually be good. You know? It's like,
I
God
know,
darn
right?
it.
I know. Well, maybe this is the perfect opportunity for me on our date for me to kind of like impress you as the macho man and go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I think you need to update your drivers for your graphics card. Let me fix that for you. And then I take a screwdriver and like pretend like I'm screwing and unscrewing things in when simultaneously I'm really just going into like your software just to do the update.
Yeah.
But you can be so impressed by me and
It's like, oh my gosh.
wow, he's so smart and handy and he knows computers.
You're so good at
Wow.
technology. Wow.
Wow, you're so good at technology.
Yeah, we can do that.
mean, okay, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
I like what you were saying last time you and I played this. You were like, guys, it's gonna sound kind of crazy, but let's win.
I tell you what, look, I
And
know
may not.
it's an unconventional strategy, but I suggest we try winning.
Just bear with it. Let's just give it a shot. Just one round.
Just one time. And I tell you what, if it doesn't work, then we can do something else.
You know, every time I laugh now, I'm a little self-conscious that you're gonna edit my laugh.
You should be, and I
You
will.
always edit my laughs.
It's because
Literally,
you have
God, my
like
laugh
such
is
an
so-
iconic laugh that's just like
It's-
perfect for zooming in.
staccato. It's so it's so Moscato.
Uh,
Oh,
Moscato.
man, if you guys haven't seen those
Cherry
on
Moscato.
Mo's channel, you need to watch those shorts, especially from Totally Reliable Delivery Service, which we should definitely do, by the way, I think next time we stream together.
And yeah,
get
I've got
back
a
into
video up if you want to watch all the shorts/TikToks that I've done. It's like 10 minutes long. You can
Yeah, you
look
did
that. It's
like
on my
that,
channel
yeah.
somewhere. I did a
That's
compilation.
a good idea, by the way. Oh, shoot, speaking of graphics cards, my screen just went out for a second. That was weird. My screen keeps going out.
I think this game specifically doesn't have something optimized. Something's not optimized, and I can't figure it out.
I think you're right. Alex King, how do you describe your channel in 3 words? I'll let Mo answer, but I'll answer mine first because mine's easy. I actually have it on my banner on YouTube, which is medleys, music, and nostalgia. Which pretty much describes exactly what my channel is.
My channel
Mo,
is best described as follows: stink, stank, stunk.
Stink, stank, stunk. You're a mean one. Streaming Mo.
Mr. Mo.
You, Mr. Mo. No, I think Mo's would be point and click.
It's funny because like I do so much of the point and click Inca games stuff, but actually like if it's not Inca games, I don't do a lot of point and click. It's kind of hilarious.
It's just so Inca Games heavy. Well, then again,
Yeah.
though, you do so much more stuff now. I know you've been going through like the series again, but
Yeah, it's so hard to figure out like what the niche on the channel ought to be. And especially now that I've started like focusing specifically on streaming, I guess, where I'm not worried about like what games I need to like make videos, because when I was making videos, it was very hit or miss, because I would sit down and, you know, I'd have a recording session of a couple hours, and you turn that into a couple of episodes, right? But then you know that when you start releasing it, if the first episode is a complete bust, that you're like, oh, crap, I'm glad that I recorded 5 episodes, and the first episode's got, like, 2 views, and no one cares. It's like, all right, glad to see that that's not going to go anywhere. So when I was making videos, if you miss your mark like that, you're just kind of like bust for content. But like with streaming, at least I've been able to like experiment almost on a night by night basis. If I need to change something, but the next night I'm
different.
I can just completely change it. It's like, oh, I streamed that game and it didn't go anywhere. I just won't stream it again, I guess. So
Look, the immediacy of it
Yeah.
all makes it so much easier. And we're debuting Steph and I our podcast this month, which we're excited for, later in June, probably the last week of June, called Two Peas in a Podcast.
I look forward to that.
Me too, and we're doing it live because I don't have time to edit a podcast as well as stream and do all my music stuff on my main channel, you know. And I thought, but I can take a night easily, or a day, whatever, and then just take that stream once we're done with it, and then just post it to YouTube. That's easy. So that's so much easier than, you know what I mean, than like having to manage all that stuff. And I'm saying this to somebody who manages 800 things at once. Mo's back with the podcast again.
Yeah, my podcast is back, baby.
Man, I don't know how much you'd want to get into it on stream, but I will say that I appreciate and respect your first one coming back when you were talking about Pride Month and stuff and your own personal.
Yeah. I was trying to decide what to make the first episode back even be, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna jump into it. We're just gonna start with a big one there and knock that out and be done with it. But like, I don't know. I thought it felt appropriate since it is literally June to just talk about like how I didn't understand what Pride Month was, where it come from, etc. And then I was like, well, and then just to make it personal, cause, you know, because I'm not like an educational podcast. Who did that? I gotta subscribe. Fell Sans All, thank you for subscribing. Just, you know, like, because it's a podcast, right? It's not an educational podcast where I'm just trying to teach people words or whatever. It's like, well, how does this relate to me and why does it matter to me so much, you know? And I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was very well said, and I think it's very very admirable of you to kind of just be open about that stuff. So I definitely appreciated it. And I will say that everybody needs to, if you want a podcast where it's just kind of the ramblings of Mo, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's called A Hasty Podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
You can find it anywhere, right?
Yeah, you can watch A Hasty Podcast on YouTube if you want to watch the video version of it, but it's also available on, you know, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor. I think there's a couple other ones that are a little less known. I don't remember what they're all called, like Radio Public or something like that. There's a couple. So whatever your favorite podcasting service is, it's probably there.
And if it's any more enticement, I was on an episode, an early one. It was an extra long episode. We were talking about social media and streaming and games and a little bit of everything, really. It was fun.
Yeah, we had a really long one. Alex guested on it, so you can definitely check that out. You can get a feeling for like what the podcast is kind of about.
Which that whole thing, not completely correlated, but kind of led to us starting to do these streams.
Yeah, kind of opened the gates a little bit for more collab work.
Well, really, I think what opened the gates, honestly, were as I think a lot of you know, that Mo and I grew up together, or at least spent a majority of our later childhood years together. And I moved away from the area that we kind of grew up in, and we recently kind of reconnected. Geez, that was what? That was the beginning of this year, I think. And it was really nice doing that. And we thought, hey, why don't we both create, we both support each other's work. Let's create together more. Why not? We used to. Let's do it again. So who says you can't do it even though you're, 5 hours away, right? So.
Right. We live in the perfect time, right, where like that's possible. You know, where like
exactly. Matter where
everything
you are.
can be done online. And I mean, right, COVID like over 2020 proved that like everything needs to be done online anyway.
Right, exactly. And it works. So I'm glad that we kind of reconnected and been doing this. It's been fun. And now we're in love.
And now we're in love.
Yeah, definitely check it out again, Coco and T. It's a good pod. It's a good pod.
Yeah. Speaking of podcasts, yeah, Pinata time. I'm having Pinata time on the podcast soon.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna have him on as guest.
That is so awesome.
So tune in sometime.
I am a proud dad over here because like I just love that like our communities kind of intermingle a little bit. That just makes me so happy.
It does. I'm happy
really
for
does.
that too.
You know what I mean? I feel like that mom, like the mom during Christmas who's just got her arms wrapped around herself and she's drinking coffee, watching her kids open presents on Christmas. That's how I feel. Just that proud mom. That's me right there. Even though you're the mom. Hey, we won the round, and I
Yes.
wasn't even like paying attention.
It was me and Pastel Boy, or whatever his name is. We were like both trying to get this one guy out together. It was a battle. Fell Sans
get this
Alt
guy out
2.
together.
Thanks for the subscription. You're just gonna keep making alts? I appreciate that.
Let's see. Do you really, really love doing podcasts, Pinata? I'm happy. I cannot wait to hear you on there. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Mo, if you're free this month, we hope you can join the members only movie night.
Yeah, there
So if
was
you're
one that
free-
I was definitely going to try to make. I don't. It wasn't the last one. I don't think. I think it was the one before that or something like that. I don't remember. There was one that I was going to try to make, and then I freaking forgot about it and took a nap, and then I woke up and I'm like, I could have made it to that, and I was very upset. I was
I
gonna.
think it was the one in May. It was last month.
Okay, it must have been.
I think the vote I think the vote all the votes are in. I think the movie this time is gonna be it was Simpsons movie last time. I think this time it's gonna be Austin Powers.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I remember
we're
that. I
tuned
remember
into
you
that.
asking that in a poll now. Yeah.
because we're going to what was I gonna say? We're probably gonna this kind of game and stuff afterwards too. But feel free to join us, man. You support my work and I appreciate that. And feel free to come by if you can. But
course.
I have a question from Coco. Alex, can you ask Mo if he's ever played Vampire the Masquerade?
I have not, but I do own it. So that's a possibility in
Okay.
the future.
What kind of game is that?
It's a visual novel, basically. I think there's a couple. I think there's a couple of them. I don't know if they're both visual novels, but one of them for sure kind of is, where you like make choices and stuff in the story. And I thought that that one might be cool to stream and see if people enjoy it. So I was thinking about that the other day. I was looking at my library.
I would enjoy watching that. As long as it's a night that obviously I'm not streaming myself. But
Right.
Mo, you might appreciate this as an RPG guy yourself. Do you like? I don't know this though. Do you like turn-based at all? Do you like turn-based?
I
games?
do.
Turn-based
Actually, I
combat?
just finally finished playing XCOM 2, which is a game I've been trying to beat for literally years, but I just keep like playing halfway through the game and then like quitting and then restarting or whatever. Finally beat that. I'm playing Phantom Doctrine now. It's a turn-based tactics strategy game set in like the Cold
I know
War.
that one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Do you? Okay. Have you ever heard? No, this one's a full-on just RPG. Thank you so much for following. Thank you. Wait. Ashton Go Boom, how many accounts do you have?
He's got a lot. The answer is a
I
lot.
appreciate that. I appreciate the second follow. I really do. Thank you. Feel free to follow if you're watching the stream. I know we got some lurkers tonight. And I like to call out the lurkers only out of love because I'm a lurker when I'm a viewer.
Oh, and
The only stream that I comment on is Mo's, but I'm a lurker.
Oh, I got run over by a train. God dang it. God dang it.
Oh, I hate it. I was being run over by trains last time. Ashton. Oh, I think Ashton's following just for the sole purpose of asking this. Can you tell Mo if he will ever play Untitled Goose Game? I own that on Switch. I should play it.
I don't actually own it, but I do plan on picking it up. I want to finish. I've got a Cuphead series going and a Phoenix Wright series going on, both right now. I want to finish at least one of them before I start doing that one.
Oh yeah, those Phoenix Wright games. Those are like Isn't that like the attorney?
Yeah,
whatever?
Ace Attorney. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know much about those games.
I picked up the trilogy for that game because there's like 3 of them. I picked up the trilogy together, I think on sale at some point in time. So I wanted to play through those because I figured they're pretty popular games. I thought they looked like fun, and I'm enjoying them so far. I haven't gotten very far. I'm on like chapter 3 or 4 of the first game. And I'm enjoying that, but I need to finish Cuphead because I've got like 3 or 4 bosses left on that, and then that'll be over. And then I can either go double down on Phoenix Wright, or I can start another series as well. So
Right. Drake is in chat, 101. Thank you for following. Oh, you're also Ashton Go Boom.
and
I'm
Fel's
Ashton Go Boom's 54th account.
right.
Listen,
Fel
I'll
Sans
take the follows,
Alt
that's
3.
all
Thank you for subscribing.
Also, let me say something. I'm level 15 now.
I'm 11.
feel
Yeah,
pretty
you're
good about
shooting up in levels all of a sudden. You must be knocking out some of those like achievements or whatever.
I'm getting some achievements, but I also get actually quite a few knockouts too. Every once in a while, I'll have like these streaks where I do really good, and then I do really sucky. But
I'm struggling a little bit tonight. I'll have to look into the driver situation.
yes, definitely do that when you can. Actually, Mo, you know about like your drinks and stuff, right? Like,
My
you go to
drinks?
your inventory, you can go to your energy drinks.
I don't think I have any energy drink. I have
You know
no
what
energy drinks. I've
Okay.
never gotten
Well,
one.
when
How do you
you-
get them?
Well, here's why I'm leveling up. Because it says, I think you just get them. I think you just get them from like killing people, maybe.
Collect a
I'm not
variety
sure.
of different
But, like,
energy
this
drinks
one,
from street rank contracts, league play, and the brawl shop. Yeah, I've never gotten one.
I get plenty. I have 5 now. I wish I can give them to you. But like this one right here is knockout finishes from full charge shots earn 500% extra bonus XP for an hour. And I had that turned on. And I've gotten a couple full-on knockouts from that. So
Okay.
that's what's making me level up quick.
Yeah, that's what's doing it. But that's okay. I don't need energy drinks. I'll do it on my own.
Oh, do it on. I don't need any of that garbage. And here's what I was gonna tell you though earlier, Mo. So the other night I was sitting down and I was going, I'm really craving like, I don't have time for this. So when I do, I get really excited about it. But like I deep dive into it kind of thing, like RPG, like full on, get lost in it, right? One of those
Yeah.
kind of games. And I heard that the game Divinity Original Sin
Yeah, that's
second
really
one,
good.
I
I've
guess,
never played
in
it.
particular, it is really good. And I actually got it. I wish I have it on PC now that I'm kind of a much more of a PC gamer these days. But for Christmas, I actually asked for it for this like the Secret Santa thing, and like Steph's friend group, a big group of us did this like Secret Santa thing. And anyway, I got that game, and I got it on PS4. This is before I had my computer. But anyway, I thought, you know what? It's been 6 months, right? Going on
Yeah.
7 months, and I haven't even touched it yet, right? I put it in I installed it, and then that was it. And I finally sat down yesterday and thought, you know what? Because you got to be in the mood, right? You can't just like, if you have 30 minutes, it's kind of hard to dive into like a big RPG like that.
Yeah, you
Because
want
you
to
know,
make
that-
sure
that
you
takes-
have a
that takes some time.
session. Yeah.
Right. So I sat down, I cracked open a beer. That's what I like to do. I like to drink IPAs when I play RPGs. RPGs are an IPA kind of drink, I think. But anyway,
I respect
it's
it.
really good so far. I've only put in a few hours to it, but it's a turn-based combat, which you said you're kind of into. So I definitely recommend it if you can get it at a good price. It's very in-depth. I'm still learning, but it seems very polished, and I can see why people say it's like one of the best RPGs for the last like 5 years.
Fell sense, alt 4. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, no, I've heard about it. I didn't know it was turn-based. I actually should really look into that too. Then that might be a good RPG to get into.
Really... Oh, and it's online, so we will play together.
I think I remember it
well,
being
yeah.
online. Yeah, and
It can be online. I'm playing offline currently, but
I think that was actually one of the reasons back in the day, because I remember when it came out. Back in the day, I wasn't interested in getting it because I wasn't interested in playing it online, because I thought it was online only, like an MMO or something.
right.
And at the time, that
it's
wasn't.
funny.
Yeah.
I think I remember like maybe hearing about it. I don't know. Maybe at the time I was just like, I just don't have the time to dive into it. It's been so long since I've dived into like an RPG, like deep. I'm trying to think the last one I really did. The last game I really dived into was a game, and it's on PC now. It was just on Switch for a long time, but they ported it to PC. The Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've never played that one, but I've heard of that one.
Well, it's on PC now, and I highly recommend it. That's also really good. It's more like a classic kind of JRPG kind of game. You know, it's got like the 8-bit style, but it's got like the bloom, blur effects. It's like a really pretty 8-bit. You know, it's pretty common these days, that kind of style.
Right.
But, you play as 8 different characters, and like you can have 4 at a time. So it's one of those ones. It's kind of like a, you know, I'm trying to think of an example, but like, you know, there's RPG games where like you have like multiple characters you can switch from, and they each have their own story, and their stories end up colliding kind of at the end, and it's really cool kind of seeing how you get there. It's really cool. Anyway, recommend it. So if it's cheap on Steam, you should pick it up.
Because what was it? It was called
Octopath
Octopath Traveler, right?
Octopath Traveler. Highly
Okay.
recommended. I have it on Switch. It was a Switch exclusive, but then it got ported over. It might be on other consoles now too, but I know it's on PC and Switch for sure.
Okay.
My thoughts on Fortnite, Ashton asks.
Fork
is,
knife.
I played it.
I played it.
I played it. I never really got into it. I have won a round once on accident. And that was
You
it. It's not
won?
really
I've
my
never
cup of tea.
won. I've done
completely on
second
accident.
place. I've never won.
I was hiding and hiding and hiding and hiding, and then I shot the guy, and I won.
I
Just
shot
once.
the guy.
But not the other guy. Oh, Weber redeemed points. I'm so sorry. Okay. Weber redeemed some notes. I'm not allowed to move for 60 seconds starting now. All right. Timer's on the clock. Sorry about that. I forgot.
Okay.
You didn't waste notes, 84 Weber. Stop whining. I got some whiners over
Stop
here.
your whining.
He's like, looks like I wasted my notes again.
The good news is, and I don't know if you've noticed how to do this or not, Alex. I'm sure you've seen it, but maybe not. If someone ever does use some notes and like you end your stream and you realize that you didn't do the thing and you feel bad about it, you can go to your points rewards management or whatever it's called on your dashboard, and you can refund those points so that they can have them back.
Oh, to like particular people?
Yeah. So like, I've done that
awesome.
before where it's like I'm ending a stream and somebody tried to redeem something. It's like, I can't do that right now. And you can just go into your, it's a button on your Twitch dashboard, and you can go into your points management and scroll down to theirs and just click refund.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah.
There's your 60 seconds, Weber. I'm sorry about that. Okay, here's another one. Can you ask Mo if he's played Ghost Trick?
What game? Ghost Trip?
Ghost Trick.
Ghost Trick? No, I haven't. I don't think I've heard of it either.
What is that, Coco? What game is that? Tell me in the comments below.
Tell me
Please.
in the description box and I'll
Fill that
comment.
like bucket.
Fill that like bucket. I like that one.
I wish I made that up. Somebody else. I can't remember who said that, but somebody said it.
That's okay.
That's okay. It's on. Oh, it's on the DS. Did you own the DS?
I did not. My last Game Boy was the Advance SP.
Which the Game Boy Advance had a lot of good games on it.
Yeah.
You owned it. No, you're more of a Sony guy. Did you own the PSP, right?
The PSP? No, I wanted to get a PSP or a
No, the
Vita, and I
PSP was
never
awesome.
did.
The Vita's awesome too, and it's a shame that nobody bought it because
And-
that actually has amazing games on it.
And they're finally closing down support for the store soon.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Because like, you know what's funny? I've played it a handful of times. I don't own it, but I played on one a few times, and I was actually very impressed by it. And it's just a shame that it didn't take off. But because like I watch a lot of like that's like gameplay and like game collector channels and stuff.
Yeah.
And like all these game collectors are like, the PS Vita has amazing games on it. It's got some great tech in it for you know, for what it is and what time, like when it came out and stuff. And it's just one of those things. It can be tough.
Yeah, it just never,
mean,
it just
hate
never took off. Well, and I think they didn't market it or push it nearly as hard. But like, yeah, it just
Yeah.
never took off like a Game Boy would, because it by far had better technology in it than anything Nintendo put out, Game Boy wise.
Oh,
DS
ever, yeah,
and
yeah.
everything
I mean,
included.
even the original Game Boy, which obviously still was the dominator, but like if you look at the other like the Game Gear and the Atari Lynx, all these other ones that like happened had way better tech, but they just didn't. I think they just didn't.
They just
those
didn't-
ones have
yeah.
the games that Nintendo had, but
Just didn't have the games and didn't get the support, you know?
right. It's tough. That's the thing though. But PlayStation's okay. They won that generation
Yeah.
anyway with the main console, so they're good.
Yeah, their
But,
main console's doing all right.
I think that's why Nintendo scored with the Switch, because they found that, because they've always dominated handheld.
Yeah.
Their consoles have been shaky since the GameCube, and I think that the Switch was such a good idea because apparently, from everyone I know who owns a Switch, almost everybody I know only plays in handheld mode, which is
I mean,
interesting because
yeah.
I only play console mode, but it makes sense. It was smart. One thing that kind of drove me crazy, it's a personal thing, but it's like when the Switch Lite came out and it was just handheld, which makes sense, I get it. It's like, it's not a Switch anymore. That takes away the whole point of why it's such a cool system.
Wait, they have a
in my
Switch
opinion.
Lite that doesn't have the console version? I didn't even know. I didn't even know
Right.
that.
Yeah, it actually boosted their sales like freaking crazy too, because they charged a little less for it. It's like, I think it's like $250 instead of $300 for it or something, or $200. And Yeah, and it's just the handheld version, and like it sold like hotcakes. It still is. And I'm
Wow.
thinking, but just get a Switch because you can still do handheld mode.
I think honestly,
You know what I mean?
I think it's honestly like for kids especially, because if you're thinking about like as a parent, because a lot of parents have been like get their kids like tablets and stuff to play on. Who just did that? Sans, thank you for subscribing. Get like a lot of kids have like tablets to play on now, like phones and tablets. Like that's huge for kids playing games now. And so if you're a parent and you're like, well, I used to play a Nintendo, you know, when I was younger or whatever. I want to get my kid a Nintendo, but I'm on a budget, and my kids are already playing tablets. I'll just get them the tablet version of the Switch. I think it makes sense. And
I guess that does make sense. And
yeah.
It's a better price point and.
And I'm sure there's plenty of adults that get it as well, but I feel like as an adult, if I wanted to switch, I'm going to get the one that gives me the options. But I feel like if I was a parent, I might not. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Especially if you're a parent and you're like, I don't want to share the TV with my kid.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but Mo and I actually, I know we're kind of moving forward pretty quickly, but speaking of parents, Mo and I, we're expecting. I don't know if we are we okay to share that on stream?
I'm already 7 weeks in.
You're 7 weeks in?
Yeah. I've got a baby bump.
You've told me you've known for 7 weeks, and you just told me yesterday?
Oh, I've known for 12.
12 weeks? You've known for 12 weeks that you're 7 weeks in?
Correct. That math checks out.
12 weeks? What? Get some help.
Stop it.
Shut up, sign of
Get
nine.
some help.
Stop it. Get some help. Do we have a name figured out yet, Mo?
Eliza.
Eliza.
Yeah, I figured it's a beautiful name for a boy.
Does he talk to animals?
He doesn't talk at all yet.
Well, that's what you think. You don't know what I do when you sleep.
What you
I'm
do?
sitting there. Oh,
I got one of the energy drinks.
This is on one of the Jammin' Chats, but we had somebody make a shirt that said "P much" on it for what's it called? Jackbox. You can make shirts and stuff.
Oh yeah, the KO. What was it called? TKO.
Yeah, TKO. And somebody made a shirt that had birds on it, and then somebody else combined it with a line that said "P much."
P much.
Which is
I like
one of
it.
our inside jokes in our community now. So now every time I see a picture of birds, I think P much. Anyway, Pinata Time suggested that we name the baby P much, like one word, Peemush.
You know what? P much.
We got Yoshi Master in here. There we go.
Yoshi. That's Ashton.
Cool. Yeah,
I friended Ashton
go back to
on
Hideout.
here. Yeah.
He's part of our crew, so. Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Oh my goodness. We're not. I guess we need to go back to Hideout. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's just Mo. I already seen Mo.
You know what I look like. What are we doing in the hideout?
By the
Anything? I'll just start the next match.
Oh, actually, I do have a secret, but you need to follow me to the secret corner. Oh, never mind.
Oh, where's the secret corner? I can cancel.
No, don't cancel. It's okay. I was just gonna be stupid.
I'll follow you. Is this the TV screen?
Yeah, it's the TV screen. That's all it was. We're the Looney Lark Lads. Can we get a hashtag Looney Lark Lads? You know Mo made it because it's alliteration.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the name of my clan when I was doing Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. It's this mobile game. I had like a series on the channel. I don't remember how many episodes I did, like freaking 50 of them. It was a really popular series, but I got burned out in the game and stopped playing it. But that was the name of my clan.
Looney Lark Lads. That's awesome. What kind of game is that, by the way?
It's actually a turn-based RPG, kind of. I mean,
Really?
But it's just like it's a character collector where you collect the different characters, and then they all have different attacks and abilities, and you go in and fight other players 3-on-3. Now it's not, you don't fight them live. The AI controls their characters, but unless they have a PvP mode, they didn't have one yet back in the day when I was playing it. And it's not got like a story or anything. It's just you fight with the characters and collect all the Looney Tunes, and there's different versions of them with different abilities and costumes and stuff. It's great.
Oh, that is cool. I just wouldn't expect that from that, I guess, at least with those assets. But any game can be anything if you want it to.
Yeah.
Pinata Time says, Alex, is this true? He says, you got to ask Mo. Actually, really quick, Mo, what's your policy on swear words on stream? Are we kind of keep those to a minimum?
We just keep them to a minimum. I'm not too hard. Like, I don't swear, because that's something I don't do anymore on stream, which is hilarious because if you meet me in
That's fair.
person, I'm awful. But on stream, we don't swear. But if other people
that's okay.
do, like when I have guests or friends, and if they do, it's no big deal. Just as long as you don't like lose your mind and just start F this, F that, F everything. You know what I mean?
Right, that makes
Which
sense.
I wouldn't
Well,
expect
I
from you
asked-
anyway.
Right, yeah, I'm kind of a similar thing. I mean, on Twitch is a little different of a beast, but I kind of let things go on Twitch, but on YouTube I keep it pretty PG. But
Yeah.
the reason why I say that, and I was only asking about the word ass, but I was just asking in general because here's why I say that.
Yeah.
Pinata Time asks, he says, you gotta ask Mo if he remembers the time that I whooped his butt in Among Us. Did
No.
he play Among Us with you?
I'm sure he did, because whenever we do Among Us, it's usually a Friday night with the guys stream. So it'll be like me, and then my buddy TJ and Ian, and like Wiley will be there. So it'll be 3 of us or all 4 of us there. And then the rest of the spaces are filled out with just players. I mean, not players, with viewers, because I open up the lobby to anyone that's watching.
Oh,
So-
that's cool. So I guess Pinata was in there one of those
Yeah,
times.
he must have been in one of
now-
them. But I always forget who plays, because a lot of people change their name, and I don't remember who everybody is. And there's a lot of people, so I forget who I've played with, who's been in, but probably. And if I'm honest with you, a lot of those Among Us streams, I'd been drinking heavily, so there's a lot that's just
He just mentioned that.
that's missing.
He just said, I think he was pretty drunk.
A lot of the Among Us ones were were a little inebriated.
Well, that's first of all, that's hilarious. Second of all, I need to start tuning into those streams because the Jammin' Chats won't be back for season 2 until August. So I have my Friday nights are pretty much open. So
Yeah, you
I
can
need
join
to
it
tune
if your
into
Friday nights are gonna be open. You're absolutely allowed to join us if we do. We're doing Minecraft right now, so I'll send you an invite to our server if you want to join it or whatever.
Actually, that might be fun. I'd like to talk to TJ again and stuff. It's been a while.
And I don't think it's the TJ you. It's not the TJ you know. It's TJ. Is his name? Oh yeah, no, he's one of my supporters. I was trying to remember if it's okay to say his last name or not. It's TJ Clark. I know him from Logan actually.
Yeah. Remember,
Have you met him?
That hot minute, and we were doing the D&D together.
Oh, that's right. You.
Yeah,
I forgot
know
about that.
TJ.
Okay. And then Ian is his brother.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard. I didn't know that name, but whatever happened to that campaign, by the way? Because I know I dipped out. Work was getting really tough, and I didn't have the time anymore. But did you ever like finish up that campaign, or what happened?
No, so like that campaign, because we had a lot of people between. Oh, hang on, I'm in a battle right now. Stop catching my ball! Yes, I win.
I think
No,
Pinata
we
Time's
lost.
asking.
That
Oh no,
camp-
he's asking me. Did you ever meet back up with the fat van kid? Pinata's asking about. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember the story, Mo, but about the kid that.
Oh yeah,
ran
no,
into
I
the
know
van
who we're
and-
talking about. But as far as that campaign goes, we put it on hold for a while, and then I wanted to try DMing instead. So actually, we switched over to a new campaign where I'm the DM now.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Because you know Wiley was the DM for that campaign that you were in.
Right. I feel like DMing would be so stressful. I would love to actually like. I've been talking with my my community, my supporters, when thinking about starting up a campaign again. But it takes time, and there's still so much that I could learn. Like it's kind of crazy.
Like if we
But
can make it work,
it's
if you
fulfilling.
need a DM, I like doing it, and we'll see if we can sort something out. If you're trying to do a community dungeon D&D type thing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll try to help. We'll just have to figure out the
if you-
when we're doing it and stuff.
Logistics. But hey,
Yeah.
if you guys are interested, if anyone in the Jam and Chatters, any of you guys are interested, because usually the people who tune into my Twitch streams, Coco, I know you'd be into it for sure. If anyone else is, that might be fun. And we can make it kind of like a, hey, if you're a beginner, that's fine. We're all beginners. Like, let's just kind of learn together. I think that'd be fun. We'll
I mean,
see.
like
We'll
honestly,
talk
because
about
that
Mo.
would
We
be
might
a
figure that
fun
out.
thing to do with like we'll just play D&D 5e, but like we'll just go light on the rules, homebrew a couple of things, and just improv it. And I think it'd be a lot of fun for people to just express themselves creatively. It doesn't have to be serious.
Right, and I will say from my experience, because you know that when we did that, when we began that campaign that I was with you guys with, I was totally new to it, and I had a fun time doing that. It was just the little things that we could do, and it actually kind of, I knew what I was getting into, but it blew my mind. Like, I really can do whatever the heck that I want.
Yeah, you can do anything as long as it's within the realm of the rules and the world that the DM lays out for you. That's basically all it is. Oh, you're fine.
Oh, dang it. Oh, Pinata, come on, Pinata. Pinata's so selective. He's like, I don't want to watch that thing you guys watch. It's okay. You have fun without me. And then he's like, no, it's not my cup of tea, but I hope you have fun with it. Pinata, okay, listen, Mo. I know that you're the mom. I know that I'm the dad, but listen, I need you to spank our kids right now.
Wait,
okay?
he doesn't want to watch what?
No, he doesn't. No, I was just giving him a hard time, but he was just saying that he said, it's okay, not my cup of tea, you have fun. You guys can have fun. But we were talking about watching stuff the other day, and he was like, nah, I don't want to watch that with you guys. It's
Oh,
okay.
Randy, welcome to the stream, sorry.
Hey, Randy, what's up? I'm assuming it's the Randy that we know.
Randymation Studios. I saw him and I was gonna say hey, and then I didn't say yeah, I forgot.
Anyway, Mo, will you spank Pinata for me?
For you, yes.
Okay, hold on. I got another. Weber, he redeemed more notes. He said do 2 Fortnite dances before he can play again. Okay, here we go. Mo, I'll make it happen quick. I'm gonna floss. I'm taking off my headphones so you can't hear
Floss
me.
is the only dance
floss,
I know.
And then I'm going to do that other dance. I want to try to that the guy from Scrubs did first, and they made a big thing about it. So give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm going to floss first. Here we go. I can't hear anybody.
He can't hear me. Now we can say bad things about him.
Here's my floss.
Oh, he flossed. He's flossing.
Then here's the other dance.
Gotta make sure you floss more often. It's good for your teeth.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right, there you go. So I think
I'm definitely clipping just listening to you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm pretty sure that all of my viewers will need to excuse themselves for a moment, and then we'll be back momentarily. All right, there we go. We're good. So there you go, guys. So anyone who watched that, see, that's the only you can only get that content over here on Twitch. AP Duquette. Ashton says, "Oh yes, Daddy, dance like that."
Dance for me, Daddy.
Dance for me.
Ooh la la.
Dance for me. Ashton, get out of here. Stop hitting me. Hey, Randy, what are you drinking tonight? You drinking anything or eating anything? There you go, guys. And Pinata, by the way, I'm giving you a hard time, but the spanking will happen.
It's gonna happen.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It has to.
Mo, you should try and customize our crew car. Can you customize that?
I can. I don't think I've unlocked anything new.
Oh,
because we did customize. Where's it at? Customize crew? Crew vehicle. Yeah, we did it a little bit, but I didn't have a ton of options at the time. I've got the color. Is that basically it? Crew vehicle. Crew vehicle. Yeah, basically I can just do the color right now. I can do like. I mean, the black's kind of cool. I'll do the black color instead of the purple.
Yeah, do that. Coco was like, okay, so I switched it to like my face cam screen again, and then Coco was like, let's see how long it takes for Alex to notice his game isn't on again. Because I've done that before. I started playing it and I forgot to switch the scene.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
There's those typical things like that, whether you're streaming or you're recording, where it's like you have one job, you have to do one thing, and you forget to do it. Like the number of times I've sat down and recorded an entire video and went to stop the recording, only to find out I never started. The times that I've been streaming, but like I started streaming on OBS, but I didn't start streaming on YouTube. So like I thought I was live, but I wasn't. The number of times these things happen, it's awful.
Oh, yeah. You're saying all things that I've experienced. You love this level of... Yeah, so I need to update that, but yeah, right now it's just my Be Back Soon screen, guys, and then I just put my gameplay footage over it. It works. It works. I made the conscious decision, and it's maybe a hot take, but my screen... Oh, Randy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, go over... Yeah, Randy, leave my stream for Alex's stream. I see how I'm just kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Randy for following my stream.
Come on down.
We're here. Come on down.
Can we get
Take off your shirt and give it a squirt.
Can we get a
You heard
Mo
me.
eating sandwich stream? Maybe a video, but I don't know about a stream. It'd be a short
Do
stream.
a Mo eating a sandwich stream. I'd do that. Also, can we do shirt and squirt? Can we get a hashtag shirt and squirt?
Shirt
I'd
and
like
squirt.
Anyone to, if anyone hashtags shirt and squirt, I'll wink. I'll wink at you. I'll wink at you. Let's do this thing. Mo, you're so pretty with a beard.
I know. That's
You
why
don't
I
have to
wear
tell me
one.
Twice.
You've got streamception happening. I definitely read that wrong. Welcome back, Randy. Are you watching us both? You got 2 tabs open. You got to make sure you sync them. Get the stream synced.
Yes, well, hey, if you want a better frame rate, come watch my stream.
Probably. Honestly, that's true. I'm having some struggles here.
I'm rocking the 1080p 60 stream. It's feeling pretty good. Actually, it's probably more like 59.
I'm running 1600 by 900 right now, which is still 16:9, just not 1920 1080.
Are you really?
Yeah, I bumped it down because I was having issues.
You usually do 1080 though, I think, right?
I
Like, for the
do.
most part.
This game is just not having it today.
It's interesting. Mine was having issues earlier, but it seems to be okay now. But I don't know. Who knows? Update your graphics card.
Yeah.
You'll probably be fine.
Probably.
You'll probably be fine.
It's really my fault for not having my software up to date.
All my fault. Mo's has less delay because YouTube streaming. You know what's
Less
weird,
delay
Randy?
on what?
From my experience, the delay is quicker, or the delay is more on YouTube.
Yeah, no, Twitch is like, if you're talking about like chat delay, Twitch is way faster than YouTube.
So unless it's how you're watching it, man, I'm not sure. From my experience, at least.
Yeah.
Now on the Jammin' Chats, I usually, when I do those, I decrease the quality a little bit, the bitrate a little bit, so I can do the super short latency, because that kind of show needs quick feedback.
Yeah.
But on here, you don't really get as much options for that, but
No.
it's quick. So, but Mo's stream is prettier only because it's got Mo's face. I mean, only one person could have Mo's face, and that's Mo.
Ah.
Ah. See, we're in love. It's a good fifth date. It's a good fifth date. We're not delivering stuff. We're not going crazy. We're just enjoying our night.
We're just chucking balls.
I'm on dial-up. The rules don't apply to me, Randy says.
The rules mean nothing in dial-up world.
Hey, if anybody on either on Mo's stream or on my stream, any Jammin' Chatters want to be horrified after our streams are over, go to YouTube and type in dial-up slow motion or dial-up sound slowed down. So when you're connecting online through dial-up, somebody like lowered the pitch and it sounds like you're being abducted, probed, and killed by aliens. It's horrifying. Anyway, give that a shot sometime.
I'll look that up. Slowed down dial-up. I'll listen to that.
Yeah.
That sounds hilarious.
Slow down dial-up. It's scary, man. It's not even remotely funny. But you should do it on stream. We know the sound. I suppose it's even worse when it's slower. Oh my gosh, yeah. Listen, I remember those days because my mom had a computer, and I started kind of messing around with computers when I was young. And I remember it was, the old school, like, hey, listen, get off the dang computer. Mom's got to make a phone call. Get off the computer. Like, all right, Mom, I get off. Man, and then I even remember the day that I didn't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Probably, geez. I don't know how old I was, but it blew my mind. Mo, I remember you telling me that you didn't get decent internet until way later.
Yeah, so we had dial-up back in the day, but we could only use it if we were doing research for school. So I didn't like play games or do whatever on the internet. So I don't really remember the whole having to share it for the phone, because all that I did on the computer was like CDs, like games on disc and stuff.
Like things that aren't online, right?
Right. But like when we did go online, yeah, it was dial-up. Just dialing it in.
All the weird noises.
So I definitely remember the days. Man, I am freaking gonna lose my mind because the game won't let me dash!
Don't lose, Mo. We can't let this happen
The number of
again.
times I hit dash and the game just said, no, we're not doing it. Okay, anyway.
No,
Fri-
Mo. Hashtag no, Mo.
No mo. No mo.
Get a hashtag no, Mo.
No mo.
Let's get it.
Driving me
She's
insane.
not yo Mo, no ho. Let's see. Oh, wait, are we going back to? Why do we keep going back to home?
I think, honestly, I think it's because Ashton's with us. Ashton, do you keep quitting, or is it your connection? This was happening to me a lot last time, too.
Ashton, if it's you, don't. if it's not you,
I don't even know if it's on purpose.
I'm
I
sorry
just,
that you're dealing with this.
that was happening a lot last time, too.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I do know I like this game. I love that voice he just used, whiny screaming. We need a name. We need like a name for that voice. Cause you guys like that.
You like to hear me whine?
Hey, you want to hear me whine? It's gonna cost you $50.
That's some expensive wine right there. I buy
Hey,
I
Randy.
buy bottom shelf.
Can't argue with that.
Randy, if you you'll know this. If you want to get with me, you're gonna need a can opener. What's a can opener? $50. He'll know what that's from. Alex, Mo is bringing you down. Don't let him know, but you're clearly pulling this team. Honestly, I'm doing pretty hot right now.
Honestly, no. Tonight for sure. Like any other night, maybe I could hold my own. Tonight, I'm not doing well.
You know, these competitive kinds of games, regardless of having like GPU problems, there's nights where you're on fire and other nights where you get in your own head and you're just not. Like, in general, I'm speaking for anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that, but it's so true. Throw the ball. No, 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 I let you go. See, as soon as, man, my ego was stroked just a little bit. Just a little bit, and then I screw up.
Well, and sometimes too, it's just out of your hands. Sometimes an opposing team just has it on lockdown. They have like better synergy or whatever, and sometimes it's not even that you're doing bad. It's just that the other team's doing really well. Sometimes that's the way it is.
They got that mojo working. All right. Got the mojo working.
Babe.
And I know a thing or two about mojo. I am Mo.
Listen,
I'm half a mojo. I am half of the mojo.
you are half a mojo, but where's Joe? Right? I mean, like, everyone always knows Mo, but there's no Joe these days.
That's actually. Do you remember? I think I had you make music for it or whatever. Or maybe I talked. I feel like I talked to you
yes.
about it. The Mo and Joe show.
Was the other guy's name Joe?
Yeah,
Must be Joe?
that
I know it's
was.
you and your brother.
Yeah, that's Wiley. Cause his Cause I'm MagicManMo, but his moniker has been YoFlo Joe.
Oh yeah, YoFlo Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm Mo and he's Joe, and we're gonna have the Mo and Joe show.
Yeah, and I remember you telling me you want it to be kind of like Drake and Josh-esque.
Right.
So I came up with like this like pop rock kind of like song. I'm sure I've got it somewhere.
Yeah, I think I may
so
have
good.
lost the music between computers at some point, but I remember it, and I had footage and stuff for it. We were gonna do a whole show, and it just never happened.
I remember that. One of the many things, you know, when you're a creator, and this is no detriment to you. It's just when you're a creator, ideas come and go. Some things stick, some things don't. It's just so hard to do that.
I mean, sometimes you
It
just
really
got a
is.
lot going on, and you don't get to stuff. Sometimes you're just not feeling something. You just things.
Right.
Again, that's one of the things. Like, if you're trying to become a creator and you're like afraid that you're constantly not. Like you're jumping from thing to thing and not making progress. I mean, there's a lot of failure that is involved in creating before you like find the success, right? Like, don't be afraid to try stuff and fail it or give up on it or whatever. It's a
seriously,
journey.
try it, yeah. It really is a journey. Oh no, the cat's out of the bag, and I think it's because I kept saying it. They're like, is his real name not Mo? In his first, I don't think I need to know some of this stuff before I talk to him. No, he goes by, you can follow him certain places, and he goes by his real name.
Yeah. It's not actually a secret. Feel free to call me Mo. My real name's Weston, and it's really not that big a secret. I have another YouTube channel literally called Weston Hasty. My social media is all Weston Hasty. My podcast is the Hasty Podcast. It's not really a secret. It's just that MagicManMo happened first in terms of all my different projects. Because I made a YouTube account in 2009, just called MagicManMo. And then when I started uploading stuff in 2012, I just used that account. And so that was already my username. And Mo is a nickname of mine. That didn't come from nowhere. That is a nickname of mine. So I don't know. I just went on the internet as MagicManMo first. But yeah, it's not actually a secret what my real name is.
That is so interesting to me though, because I've always kind of tried to refer to you as Mo on these streams, at least just because it is on your channel.
It's less confusing for the viewers, but I've thought about it before.
Go like,
about like changing my.
I mean Mo.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have to do that, but.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. It's no big deal. And I thought about it once in the past, and I decided against it because it wasn't necessary. I thought about changing my since I upload stuff, changing it to, I don't know, like Western Gaming or something stupid. But I didn't like any of the names I came up with, and I don't want to put the word gaming on my account. I just don't want to do it. I think that's tacky. And no shade to anyone that does it. I just don't want to do it. So I just keep it as MagicManMo.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, you'll find this funny then. I'm going to be. By the way, everybody, feel free to go to YouTube and subscribe to Alex2Cat Gaming.
Again, no shade for anyone that does it. I just don't want to.
I don't.
That's hilarious.
Really, feel free to go subscribe there because I'm going to start uploading highlights from my streams. Edited by the lovely 84 Weber. He's my editor for that channel just because I don't have the time, and he's awesome for helping out.
Randy, I just saw your message, Mo. Alex is bringing you down. Don't let him know, but you're clearly pulling this team.
Shut up, Randy. I knew you freaking did that.
No. Alex is definitely pulling this team. Definitely doing it.
Yeah, it's gonna knockout. Boom. I mean, we're still losing, but
it's okay. But yeah, no, Alex, Alex2Cat Gaming. I'll definitely subscribe to it.
No, there's nothing on there yet. I mean, there's videos uploaded. We're gonna start uploading in probably by July, but I just want to have more stuff edited first, just probably once a week.
Yeah, get a nice backlog going and stuff.
And then we'll do I'll do full streams too, but just kind of just something to watch. So
yeah.
Let's see. I took forever and I sent those at the same time. It's hard to see the comments sometimes, man. Like, well, I'll read one, I'll want to respond to it, and then I forget to respond to it or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm really bad at it. I'm better about it when I'm, like, streaming by myself. But when I'm, like, with other people, like, since you and I are chatting, I'm focused on the game, and then I'm focused on us talking. So, like, usually I spend a little less focus on the chat. And that's just, that's just how it goes,
That is how it goes, yeah. Because usually
Ashton, what... Okay, no, we're not doing this.
Uh-oh. What happened? What'd Ashton do? Are we good?
I don't think it's funny to just throw me off the ledge like that, so I've kicked him from the crew.
Ashton, come on.
We talked about this last time.
Well, I will say this. I'll let you guys bet or talk this out, but he says he didn't know that was you.
It doesn't matter. It was a teammate. I don't care if it's me or you.
I guess that is a good point.
It doesn't matter.
Lots of quacking on that channel. Oh, on my gameplay channel? Yeah, definitely. On Alex2Cat Gaming. Check it out. What was I about to say? I had something to say about... What were we just talking about a second ago? Like right before that, I think we're talking about... whatever.
We were talking about, like, keeping up with chat
and stuff. Chat. Oh, keeping up with chat. So I kind of, frankly, pride myself in how much I'm able to kind of respond to the chat. Because I watch a lot of streamers who, like, don't at all. It's like this guy with, like, 4 followers or 4 people watching him, right? And he just doesn't say anything to him. And they're, it's like, say something. Say something. And, so that's one thing I've always wanted to maintain. I think I've kind of learned that craft just from the jam and chats alone, because it was very audience heavy. It required audience response since I'm singing songs that they want me to sing,
Right.
So and then now as someone who's discovered Twitch later in life, and in Twitch's life at least, like I realize I prefer streams where the streamers are very engaged, very engaging with their chat. So.
I mean, yeah, especially the smaller streamers. I know it gets really hard once you get to the point where you have like lots of people watching. If you're someone with like 1,000 people watching or whatever, but like
totally different.
a huge reason why people join streams in the first place is for live interaction, and to not take advantage of that is, I think, just missing out on a huge opportunity.
I agree. Let's see here. That's one reason. This is Pinata. That's one reason why I really like your live streams. Truth be told, you read practically everything I type. I hate people who just ignore. Well, I appreciate that. And to be honest, it's not just. I mean, I enjoy it. I love hearing what you guys have to say. It's getting kind of tough. Twitch is fine. Twitch has really just got kind of my hardcore fans on here, but the jam and chat's been getting kind of tough because it's kind of growing a little bit. I mean, it's not huge, but you know, I'll have 25, 30, you know, sometimes plus people.
It's a good problem to have. That's a lot of people. I haven't made it to a live jam and chat in a while.
No, I will say the last few jam and chats started to dwindle again. It went down to about 20 again.
Still.
But and that's why I thought it's time to take a break. Let me reassess, see what I can change, make better. But yeah, we were hitting quite a few. But it is a good problem to have. That's kind of what Steph was telling me too.
Yeah. 84 Weber, thank you for the subscription.
Attaboy, 84 Weber. Attaboy.
Welcome.
Attaboy. You'll like Mo. He every Friday on his Twitter, by the way, which is I think at Weston Hasty, I believe. He takes shirtless pictures. So if you're interested in that, make sure you
it's absolutely true. You can just see my ripped body, my sweet bikini bod, my chiseled abdomen, my carved pectorals.
Keep going. I need 2 more.
2 more. All right. My sculptured shoulders. My what's up? What else is there, like an?
You mean sculptured?
Sure. I'm trying to think of synonyms for like sculpted or something. I'm trying.
Let's see here.
My cut lower back.
Your crafted lower back.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
I'm trying to picture. I haven't seen your lower back in a few years, so I'm trying to remember.
In a day or two. Do I have CNHD Plus? Is that Cartoon Network? I do not.
Man, everybody, there's so many streaming services now.
There are.
Pinata says, I've said this multiple times, a part of me is going to hate when you become big because it's going to be impossible to talk like this. Pinata, that's why we need to become roommates. You come down here, move in with me. We'll be
Molded
roommates.
Muscles,
We'll have so
I
much
like
fun.
that. Molded Muscles is a good one.
Molded Muscles.
Molded Muscles. Yeah, I'll say like, because I've heard some of that too, where it's like, oh, like I forget who said it last time, but it was just like, don't forget us when you get famous or whatever. It's like, you know, like I think anybody that starts small, any small streamer, like we don't forget, you know, our earliest people that were here, like supporting us when no one else cared. You know what I mean? It might get harder to chat live. Sometimes you might miss stuff or whatever, but you know, we don't forget you. You know what I mean? And like that's where like Discord and social media and like that kind of way of keeping up as well, I think helps. But
well, and I will say too that especially people like Mo and I know I can speak for him and say this, that I know how much he appreciates everyone who and cares for everyone who, you know, supports his work and stuff, and even just watches it. Same with me and my audience, of course. And what I will say is that him and I have both been doing this for around the same amount of time, roughly.
Roughly, yeah.
And, you know, and it's not one of those things where, you know, there's some streamers who are kind of, I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but overnight sensations, right? And I feel like when you work hard for this stuff, as many years as him and I have, you grow a much greater appreciation and love for not only what we do, but also you guys. So I really stand by what he says. And, you know, it might be harder to respond to everything at that point, but we can't forget the people who were there before everyone else was, you know, because it means so much. Because you don't have to, right? You don't have to pay me $2 a month. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that, you know, but you do. Right.
I mean,
you don't
even
have
if
to watch my Twitch streams where I play games that nobody cares about, but you do, you know. And that's what I think what we're always going to remember. We always will.
Yeah. I'll say even
So,
like
especially about
even the free stuff, just even the free stuff, you know, just even watching, because like
even the free stuff, yeah.
Like just even being here, because again, we're not famous, so it's not like You know, it's not like you're having the chance to speak one-on-one with like a Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or something like that. It's not like we're famous. You're not talking to anyone famous. And it's like, you know, there's not like crazy chat shenanigans that like thousands of people are on inside jokes with like crazy memes subreddits and like I don't know, there's a bunch of crazy stuff with the big players out there that we don't have or whatever. But the fact that you enjoy this and hang out with us anyways, just truly appreciated.
And that's what means so much too, is that because we're not these big people, right? We're not Ninja or somebody, right? It's the fact that like you know that we're not somebody like that, and you're still interested in talking with us and engaging with us and everything, which means you're there for us. You know, you're not just there because we're trendy or something like that, or something that gives you something. You're there because you truly appreciate our time, and you know what I mean, that sort of thing. And I just think it means a whole lot. What if I'm only here for one game? Racing fan, that's fine too. Because at the end of the day, you are still really showing support, whether you mean to or not, and I appreciate it.
And even even folks that, like, again, just because we were talking about lurkers, oh my god. But we were talking about lurkers before too. Even the lurkers, even though we don't know your name because you lurk, we appreciate you too, because
we do.
You know, I mean, there's so many. Like, I know a lot of people that comment because we see the names all the time that, like, you know, get a lot of the spotlight. But if you're someone who lurks and you're here all the time, we appreciate you too. We just don't know your name, but appreciate you.
Oh, trust me.
I do the same thing.
Shout out to the lurkers. Yeah, I'm a lurker other than Mo's stream. Mo's the only other streamer that I comment on, and that's really just because I want to support Mo's work and I like talking to him. But yeah, seriously, being a lurker is just as important. It really is. Let's see what I get here. I'd love to. Oh, I said this multiple times. No, where's it at? Hold on. If you ever need a real hands-on animator and could pay me enough, I'd run down there as quick as possible one day. Hey, Pinata, I am not leaving that. Look, that is on the table. That's all I'm gonna say. Obviously, nothing's set in stone, but you already animate so much of my stuff, and I would love to be able to compensate you more and a much better rate for it. Trust me. Maybe one day we'll get there. So, also 84 Weber says, I'd move down there, but they have no White Castles down there, so that's a deal breaker. I love White Castle so much.
I've had White Castle like once.
Really?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of White Castles right where him and I are from. There's some in the area, like if you drive 45 minutes, but I don't think there's any near like our hometown.
I think I remember seeing their, like, you can get their, like, burgers, like, frozen in grocery stores, I think. I remember seeing that. I don't think I've ever done it, though.
Weber also says, you're both famous to me. Anyone with an audience of more than 1,000 has more subs than 90% of the platform. That's true. You're in the top 10%, which is kind of crazy to think about because 1,000 is still nothing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of pure numbers, it's
right,
nothing.
relative to the entire platforms that we're both on, yeah. Although, like, 1,000 is a bigger deal. I mean, I guess I don't know how many followers you have on Twitch. What are you up to on Twitch?
I'm at, like, I'm in the 80s something.
Okay,
so nothing
okay.
Crazy, but
because, like, I was gonna say, if you get to 1,000 followers on Twitch, that's a much bigger deal. Because, you know, Twitch is a smaller platform than YouTube. It's a much bigger deal on Twitch than it is YouTube. That's something that, like, always to keep in, like, in mind, like, just to keep in perspective, is that the numbers on Twitch, you need fewer followers to be a bigger deal on Twitch. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna, like, you know, I don't have super high, I'm not looking to, like, get an audience overnight on Twitch, but I am pretty pleased with its growth so far since I just started streaming in, like, late February. But you know, it's fun. My thing with Twitch was Twitch is just secondary for me, but as I started doing it, I realized how much I love streaming. It's so
fun.
much fun.
I mean, like,
it's so much fun.
I never wanted to stream. It was just something that, like, people asked about, and I tried, and then the more I tried it, the more I kind of got hooked on it, and now it's, like, literally mostly what I do is stream. It's just so much more fun.
I know. It's so good. Hey, really quick, let's not do a match.
Okay.
Are you okay if we cancel out a match really quick?
Yeah.
Let's change the game type.
Quit match. It apparently found one already, but that's okay. Yeah, let's back out. There we go.
We'll do a couple more matches. I'm probably gonna head out. I got an early day tomorrow, but probably another 20 minutes or so if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
That'll be a good, decent chunk of time for everybody. Randy says, if you check the back of an Arby's, you can probably find something that tastes just as good as White Castle. I love Arby's.
Arby's is underrated. Apparently, a lot of people hate Arby's, is what I've discovered. But, like...
I've learned that, too, and I love Arby's.
Arby's is great. I mean, I don't know if people hate it because they're just not getting their roast beef. I mean, you go there for the roast beef. That's the whole point. And it's great. I don't know.
So oh, oops, I'm still in this frickin'... I'm the only guy in this game. What am I doing? It's me versus... It's me. It's 1v3 right now. I got to get out of here.
Back out.
The game start.
Bounce.
Well, one thing I've learned, and this is something that's true... Yeah, I'm quitting match. I'm going back to the home. Anyway, in the South, there's like one Arby's, like in the entire city I live in, and I live in a big city. And then there's also one Dairy Queen, which blows my frickin' mind because I love Dairy Queen, and there's a bunch of Dairy Queens where I'm from. Not a bunch, but there's quite a few. And it hurts me a little bit. It's locational. It's very strange. It's all strange, but thanks for making you hungry. You're welcome, 84 Weber. And I love, let's see, you hate White Castle because liver is gross. Why would you make your burgers out of that?
Is it made out of liver?
Burgers? Well, I'll be honest though, I have a weird taste in food, and I like liver. So.
I mean, if it's made out of liver, but it tastes good, then it doesn't matter that it's made out of liver, right?
I mean, chicken nuggets at McDonald's, they're not even made out of chicken, but people love those.
Bring back the pink slime, man.
Bring it back. Hashtag bring back the pink slime, man.
Why not? You don't eat at McDonald's to be healthy. Bring back the pink slime.
I read it. No, I don't have proof of this being like an accurate stat, but I did read a stat that talked about after the movie Super Size Me came out.
Yeah.
Apparently, after Super Size Me came out, sales at McDonald's increased. I don't know if that's true, but I saw that, and I thought, oh my god. I mean, it's almost like any press is good press.
Yeah.
Right? That sort of thing.
I guess. I do think that,
I don't know
mean,
if that's true, but
sales might have gone up, but I do think that it made people more aware of
what they're putting in their bodies.
what they're putting in their bodies, and I
Because
think it did increase a demand for better food.
And it did increase for really, okay, I don't have the way to word it other than just kind of just explain specifically, but you know, after that the movie came out, more and more fast food restaurants started adding like the calorie amounts of what your like what your intake is and stuff like that. Before that movie, they didn't do that. So before that movie came out, they didn't have like, oh, this is 800 calories and it sits next to it, right? I do know that was a big difference afterwards. Just kind of having people be more conscious about stuff. Let's see here. Alex, if you could have your own McDonald's meal, what would you put in it? Wait, what do you mean? Like if I made my own meal?
Like how BTS has their new like chicken nugget meal, which is just the chicken nuggets with a new sauce or something.
To be honest with you, I love chicken nuggets more than anything. So it would just be the same thing. It would be what would the sauce be? I gotta make it something gross.
You
chicken
think about
nuggets, but you gotta dip them.
Yeah, Ashton, I did
cheese.
unfriend you. I was just a little angry. Send me another friend invite. I can't do it because my game is crashing, but send me another invite. I'll add you back. I apologize. I was just a little upset.
All right. Or I can probably get him back in here. Here. I can invite him to the crew again. And then let me go to play. We'll do a couple more rounds.
Which series of Ben 10 do I like? I don't know what any of them are. I watched like 4 episodes of the original back when it came out, but like I'm clearly not as big a Ben 10 fan as you are, Gagging Deep.
You know, Gagging Deep, it started when an alien device did what it did. That's all I got. That's the theme song.
It started when it did what it did.
An alien device did what it did.
Is that the song? I don't remember the song.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about the show
he's
other
got
than he smacked a watch
superpowers.
and turned into an alien. I don't remember the story. There was
Let's
him.
do, he did
There was
something
his
I want.
sister. I don't know her name. And there was like the dad or uncle or whatever he was. I don't know his name. I only know Ben because it's in the title.
And 10 is a good number. Hey, listen, Mo.
Yeah, what's that?
Why don't we try some league play instead? It's the same game type, but let's put our lives on the line here. What do you think? Oh wait, never mind. We can't. We cannot.
I'll say I don't think
because-
we can do that as a crew.
Nope, that's fine. Instead, let's do coin hoarders. Each player can hold up to 3 coins. Knock out opponents to grab their coins. First team to hold all 8 coins wins the round. Win 3 rounds to win the match. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah.
Why not? Let's just do that a couple times. So just get coins. Hold all 8 coins. I remember some jingles, Randy. Some.
Jingle, jingle.
You're extremely picky, Pinata says. You'd all be seriously surprised at just how little amount of varieties of food I eat. Pretty sure some professional, they'd call it a disorder. I only eat milk and grapes. That's all I eat. Milk and grapes.
Specifically grape milk.
Song is brought to you by
Grape milk.
Can we get more run vlogs? I would like to do that. I almost recorded one the other day, but then I just didn't, and I didn't because I started to record it, and then I realized that I didn't quite like my idea for the video, so I scrapped it anyway. And then I also, like, halfway through running, I was like, I don't really feel like editing this one, so I'm just not gonna do it. But yeah, I'll get back to it eventually. The Weston Hasty channel isn't gone forever.
It's funny. I love editing, but there's some days where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to edit this at all.
First team to hold.
It's just like
Period.
yeah.
Last thing I want to do.
I don't know. It just depends on like what my current workload is right now. Right now, I'm actually really far behind on the MagicManMo channel, and that's like the main channel that I want to get ahead on. So I need to get it caught up, and then of course I brought the podcast back, so I got to get it. God darn it, get it caught up, and then I can start branching out to my other stuff as well.
Man, listen, the workload never stops, man.
Don't stop, can't
Never
stop, won't
stop.
stop.
Won't stop, can't stop. Smells like cinnamon. How do we
Round point.
get coins?
So people are literally physically carrying the coins. So when you knock out a person that's carrying coins, they drop their coins, and then you can run and pick them up. You can only carry 3. So if we need all 8, like since there's 3 people on a team, 2 of us can carry 3, and then the other one has to carry like 2. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I know what you mean. I know so hard.
So like no one player can like carry the entire thing.
Right. All right, let me...
So it's gonna be interesting.
Well, right now, the other team's kicking our butts.
Yeah, I don't know who's got our last coin. I think it might be you. I'm not sure.
I do.
Yeah, TS4J, this is what we're doing today! Oh, you got away. Okay.
All right. Boom! Oh, you dead, and I got your coins. Oh, I didn't get their coins. I died.
Psych! The thing I just said,
You
forget
did,
about
and
it.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Oh, man.
Round lost. That was quick.
I didn't do squat that round. That was just awful. That's okay. It's alright.
I didn't even squat. I didn't do anything.
Do you even squat, bro? Timed Repair, hey, welcome to the stream.
Bruh.
Also, Gwen is the cousin, not the sister. Again, I didn't even know her name, let alone her relationship.
Hashtag cousin? I mean, I
First
don't know.
cousin? Or second
Throw
cousin?
Throw me a hashtag cousin.
It definitely matters.
Hashtag second cousin. Let me see. Ooh, let's go up this little
Gold
pipe
team
thing. This
takes
looks
the
fun.
lead.
Ooh, and it is
darn
fun.
it.
How's your frame right now? Is it like a little bit better than it was?
It's real rough.
Oh,
It's
still
about the
rough.
same as it's been all night. It's okay though.
It's all
Like it's
Alright,
fun.
this
Like
sensitive
it's not
topic.
so bad that I can't play. It's just bad enough that it's really annoying.
Well, sure.
We'll figure it. We'll
Almost
figure it
makes
out.
For me, it would make it to where I wouldn't want to play.
There's a lot I'll put up
All
with.
right.
round point. Gold team.
I mean, that's fair. One thing that I need to figure out, and I don't know how, is that when I stream console games, there's always an audio delay.
Yeah.
Because it's streaming directly from the Elgato, and there's just a delay importing it into OBS.
Yeah. You need to
So
go
I
into.
don't know.
you need to go into your OBS settings, in like your Elgato capture device or whatever it is in your OBS. You need to go into its settings. I forget where it's listed, but you need to, maybe it's a filter. You might need to add a filter, and it's called like audio offset or something like that. And all you need to do is delay the audio in your Elgato by like about a second on average. It depends on your computer a little bit, but it's usually about a second, no more than usually 2. I don't remember exactly. I used to do
what it is now.
yeah, I used to do console gaming, and I had to do the same thing. I don't remember exactly where the setting is, but we could look it up if you need.
I could probably figure it out. But it's like it's an audio filter.
Yeah.
Right, it's just a filter basically.
Yeah, because all you need to do, because what it is like, oh no, I think the Elgato is behind a second. So what you end up needing to do is you need to delay your audio by 1 second. And you can do all this through OBS. You need to delay your audio by about a second, but then of course your audio won't match like your mouth and stuff. So I think you need to delay you a little bit. I need to look it up again. I don't remember, but basically that's just all it is. You need to delay it.
Okay, I might look into that. I mean, I'll look into that myself anyway.
It's
Whatever
really
it
not
takes to,
hard once you know what it is you need to do. It's just annoying when you forget to like turn it back if you're not doing console gaming.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. And I do a good mix of both.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it,
Okay,
and it doesn't take too long to do. I just don't remember. But once you get it, you just need to remember to go back and forth. Or like that, or have like different settings on your OBS, like saved profiles or whatever, and then switch between those.
That's what I should do. I need to do that. My Streamlabs is so unorganized. Like, I know how... I'm so used to being unorganized, so I know how exactly where to go.
Yeah,
But,
everybody's
like, I can
unorganized
streamline
is
it
like
so
different.
much. It's so bad. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. Like, I feel like I make it harder for myself. I know exactly what to do, but I could just take the time to make profiles and be so much better for everything. But we'll get there one day. I'm gonna start little behind the curtain here. I'm working currently on setting up a profile for streaming to TikTok from OBS. You can do that now.
Oh, from OBS you can do it? I've been thinking about trying to stream at TikTok just once or twice, just to even see what that's about.
Everyone says it's a great way to kind of get some just overall exposure. Especially, I mean, you just broke what, 1,000 followers on there? I saw your thing about that.
So 2 days ago, I made a thank you video, and to celebrate, because TikTok just gave me the ability to upload 3-minute videos. So, to celebrate the 1,000, I made a thank you video. I'm like, and to celebrate, I'm gonna post my "Hey, look, he's watching me," because there's 4 parts to that video. I made it all, I combined it all, and anyone on YouTube knows this if you've seen it, because I've already posted the combined video on YouTube. I just took that and put it on TikTok to celebrate. So Alex, you haven't seen my TikTok lately. It has 300,000 views, and I now have 5,000 followers.
Are you serious?
Yes, my TikTok has now surpassed my YouTube channel.
Are you?
I've been getting hundreds of notifications an hour on freaking TikTok on my phone.
Oh, I'm getting out of this match here. That's since when? Like
I posted it
just the
2
other
days
day,
ago.
You broke 1,000.
I know. I now have like 5,500.
From which video? Hold on,
From Hey, look, he's watching me. The complete saga.
Oh, there's something about that just.
People
it's
love
one of the
it.
funniest things I've ever seen.
And it's funny because I posted it to YouTube, and YouTube does not care. TikTok is eating that video up.
That is awesome, man.
It is. I'm really happy about it.
That is good for you. That's crazy. You almost got me beat because I'm only at 7-something.
I mean,
It
I'm
took me a
cheating.
little
It's
bit to
just
get
from
to
2
7.
viral videos. It's not like I worked hard or whatever, but like...
Technically, well, I guess it is 2 viral. I'm saying it's 1 viral video, but it's...
I mean, it's 1
technically
viral video
of it.
posted twice, basically.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's
Man.
wild. And it's just funny. I don't know. I was thinking about that today. I was gonna make a little skit of me talking to myself, and it's just funny to me that like, so you're telling me that you posted a TikTok viral video, it got 300,000 views, and now you have 5,500 subscribers. How long have you been doing TikTok? Like 2 months. Wow, how long did it take you on YouTube to get to 5,000 subscribers? You've been doing that for 9 years. I don't have 5,000 subscribers.
It's a different beast. Actually, another shout out to our podcast because we actually just talk about that a little more in detail about the differences in what followers are and YouTube versus TikTok.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about that. Can we do one more match here? Or what's going on? It keeps getting canceled.
I don't know. What are we trying to play? Team KO or something else?
Just normal Team KO.
Okay.
Because I didn't like that other coin game.
I think the
type thing.
coin one was kind of neat. I liked it more than I liked the diamonds one.
I liked it more than Diamonds one, but
I also
think
just like Team KO.
that's a kind of game I'd rather focus on it more because we're talking a lot. I'd
Yeah,
rather like
we're just hanging
play
out.
that game off stream.
And that's okay. I totally understand that.
Record, but I don't care.
There's certain games that I've learned already that I can and cannot stream as an entertainer at least.
Right. Like I love playing like turn-based. I do like playing turn-based strategy games. Like I love playing Civilization. I do like playing like XCOM. I also like Stellaris, like kind of like those sort of big, like
Yeah.
lots of menus and thinking and strategy and management and that kind of stuff. I love those games. I'm not going to stream them.
Yeah.
They would be so boring. And I don't play those to entertain. Those are my games.
Knock out more opponents.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
sometimes
Well, sure,
it's
yeah, you
games,
got-
sometimes it's game
Got your
modes.
games, yeah.
Oh, Jake from State Farm, welcome to the stream. And thank you for subscribing. Hey, coming from the
Hey, like a good
speaking of
neighbor.
TikTok, hey, coming from the TikTok, best 3 minutes of my life, dude. Thank you so much. We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about that. That's awesome. We were just talking about
We
that.
were. That's
Well,
great.
you picked a good you picked a good channel.
Thank you so much.
That's so hilarious.
I
We were
it's,
literally
yeah,
just talking about it.
it's blowing my mind. I don't know what it's at. I'm gonna look at it after this too. I don't know if it because it was almost at 300,000 views. I don't know if it's broke that by now or not. I'm gonna go look at it after the stream.
Wow.
I've been just watching the notifications going up. It's just been freaking wild.
That is so great, man.
I don't want to sound like I'm bragging.
I
I'm
remember
just shocked.
Gold team
I,
takes the lead.
I've told, I mean, Mo already knows, but like, it's kind of funny because I retell it now, but it's like, I texted Mo the minute I saw that video for the first time, the original one.
The original.
Like the 30-second one.
Yeah.
And I said, this is probably, and this is before it got all the traction.
Yeah,
I was
because you
like,
thought it was
This
hilarious.
has got to be before anyone else did know. And I'm sure you took it as a whatever because I find so many things you do to be so funny. And it might be partially because we're friends first or whatever, I don't know. But I remember saying something like, this is literally, and I said almost these words exactly, the funniest thing
Oh,
you've
God
ever,
darn it.
like, edited.
And apparently a lot of people agree with you.
It's so funny. I still will look back and watch it every once in a while, and I don't laugh out loud anymore just because I've seen it probably,
Yeah.
I would say,
It's just a comfort video now.
like 100 times, maybe 150. But it's still like, oh my god, it's still funny. Hey, look, it's me. Oh, he's looking at another me. I showed
Hey, look,
one
it's
of my
me. He's watching me. No,
a
he's
friend of
watching
mine
me.
down here who he watched a lot of like Twitch streamers and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
said, look at my buddy. He does a lot of gameplay stuff, and he was dying. He said, this is so funny.
It's
He said,
gotten to
"How
the-
many people-
It's gotten
like,
to the point
how many
where,
subs has he got?
yeah. It's gotten to the
And
point
now
now
just, I
where,
gave your numbers. Oh, really?
yeah. So I keep interrupting.
Sorry, gotten to the point to where
It's gotten to the point now where people, like at work and stuff, have discovered my TikTok. Not because I mentioned it to them, but because they were on TikTok and found it.
Round point, gold
I know, isn't that cool?
And I'm
I've
like,
gotten that a
oh.
couple times.
The attention. I'm scared.
You showed up on my For You page.
I know. And I'm like, what?
team wins.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I've had a couple that went semi-viral on TikTok, just with my medleys. All I'm doing is repurposing my medleys, but
Right.
people, listen, nostalgia gets to people.
I
But
can't wait
anyway,
until you have access to 3-minute videos, because your medleys would fit so much better that way. So that you don't have to
well,
post them in parts.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do have Yeah, I do, but I prefer to do parts because, just so I can spread out my content.
Okay.
To be honest with you, and then so I prefer that.
If you
So
prefer
don't
that, I
plan
would
on,
probably still split it in parts then. But then once all the parts are out, I'd probably still post the full thing too. If I were
I was
you.
thinking about that. You don't. Let me get your opinion on this since we're just kind of chilling out here.
Yeah.
I was
Mo
thinking about
mukbang, maybe.
during downtime on my channel when I don't. Oops, what am I doing?
I don't
when
know.
I don't have a medley to post. Well, what I was gonna say was, what do you think about me taking my multi-part medleys and putting them into one video. Would that be kind of counterproductive on YouTube, you think? Like, I was thinking about doing, like, 40 Nicktoon theme songs in 6 minutes, right? And it's just 2 of my videos put together. And then I thought, let me add a little value to it. And I was thinking about, like, maybe overdubbing my vocals over the older ones that I did, like, years ago. So, like, at least it's something new to watch still, you know? I just don't know if that would really go over well with, on the YouTube side. I'm not really sure. Because I remember I posted a short of one of my medleys, and all my viewers went, "Why'd you post this? It's already been posted."
Well,
like,
sometimes.
You know what I mean? I mean, I got.
Sometimes when you get like, that might have just been literal confusion. Like, didn't you already do this and that kind of thing, where they don't know if they missed something. So sometimes when you do something new, you just get confused people asking about it. It's not necessarily people being against it. It's just people not. You know, it's new. You know, people react weird to new stuff. So I think, especially with the shorts, because the way like the YouTube Shorts algorithm works is just clearly different from the regular video system. So I would say don't feel bad about like reposting stuff you've technically already done, but in a different format on YouTube. I think that's totally fine. Just people that watch all your stuff might be confused until they learn that it's normal. And then in terms of like combining your like medleys or whatever to a longer form video, I think that's great. I think that's a fine idea, especially if they're older videos and you want to like bring them back. It's your content, and you know, like it still has value. It's not like I think it's pretty evergreen content, so I think people would appreciate that, having like, I mean, it's just like posting like a compilation or something basically, and there's nothing against that.
And that's why I was even thinking, just to kind of add a little more value to it, like especially if it's like an older video, I would just put new vocals over the top of it and a more current version of me, so it kind of looks like it's all one fluid video. That wouldn't take me too long. It's already been done.
Basically,
so,
you know, if you're doing like a remaster, basically, I mean, that's legit, I would say.
And then it can just be 40 in 6 minutes. So yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I think that's gonna be have me do it. And then on the other side, we got Randy over here saying, I think he's kidding, but he said, "Hey, that sounds like a bad idea."
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Randy, I want you to come over here right now, and I want you to hold my hand, squeeze it a little too tight, and then kiss me on the cheek. Can you do that for me? If you won't, Mo won't. Or Mo will. Mo will, not won't.
Do you plan on playing the new Minecraft update? Probably. Galaxy SS, welcome to the stream. Not gonna lie, good vibes from you. Seem like a good personality from what I've seen. Jake from State Farm, by the way, I'm collabing with Alex right now. He's my buddy. If you like what I do, you'll probably like what he does too. If you have a Twitch, twitch.tv/APDucat, you can give him some love too. We've just been kind of hanging and talking about like TikTok and stuff, but I appreciate you finding me. I appreciate you enjoying my TikTok. Welcome. Hope to see you again as well in the future, but yeah.
I will say as well, if you don't mind me plugging this on YouTube,
yeah, do it.
Which is my mainstay. If you like, if you want to kind of go through nostalgia trips of old like TV shows and cartoons and stuff like that, I put a bunch of old cartoon theme songs together into short little 3-minute songs, all in like a bunch of songs into one little song, all one big song. I mean, it's a lot of fun. So if you want to go through nostalgia lane, just type in my name, Alex Duquette. Round lost.
I know. I was trying to catch this guy's ball and I failed.
It's all right.
I didn't want to be the one to die last, and I was. No one wants to be the one that dies last.
No, nobody. Rebellious Robot, me at Mo's channel, fine. And he's like, fine, I'll follow Alex. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rebellious Robot. I appreciate that. I do.
Oh, yeah, Jake, let me spell this out for you. It's, look for this. This is how you spell Ducat. Look for that username on Twitch. AP Ducat.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's got a ring to it, but it's got a weird spelling. And then you realize it's really just a pattern.
It makes sense when you're like, oh, yes, it's French.
Right. Exactly.
Of course, of course.
I just say, like, do you know how to spell etiquette? It's like that. At least that's at the...
Oh, etiquette?
Like the end of the word is. Yeah, I always say that. But man, the pronunciations I'll get sometimes are hilarious. But yes, thank you so much for Rebellious Robot for following. Tell me what you're, you drinking anything? You eating anything? Tell me. Thank you, Voltage2K, for following. Once again, tell me what you're drinking. I'm drinking some, I have some light beer here. Actually, it's empty now. So now I just have this little glass of water near me.
Way ahead.
And that's all I got. All right, we're actually winning a lot here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're doing really well, actually. I think one of their players might have been AFK or something.
I'm only like half playing, so I think I've knocked like only one person out this round, maybe, if that. Okay, Pinata Time says, how do you guys overcome working on a really big project you know will take you a long time? Do you work on multiple things at once? Do you have to finish a project before moving on? Part of me feels like I should start writing another script before I finish this. Let me tell you something. My experience with that. Oh, actually, really quick. Rebellious says, I just ate some Subway. Meatball marinara. That's yummy.
Did you add pepperoni to it? Add pepperoni to it next time.
Add pepperoni to it. Mo knows all about that.
Pepperoni and meatball sub, dude.
2K says, I joined and I'm getting harassed by an ad. Yes, I know. The bitter ads. Sadly, that's just a
Gold team
rite of passage.
needs one more point.
Yeah, you can make an animation of me.
that's the
Sorry, someone was asking if they can make an
Actually,
animation.
Mo, there is
Gold team
people
win.
over here on Twitch can, if for 100 bits, they can post and slap a big sticker of your face
Of my
on my
face?
screen for a little while.
I saw your
Yeah, it's
sticker
like an
thing. I didn't
animated
see me on
drawing of
it.
you. Well, you know what? Crap, you're not on there yet, technically.
Oh, am I
I
not?
have to
Okay.
upload it still, which just takes a second. But that will happen. Right now, they can do it for Steph and me, and I think Hayden's on there too.
Because I was on your
but
stream
what
the
I was
other
gonna
night, and I saw the stickers thing.
It's a cool little thing. Yeah, we've gotten a few people using that. Well, Mo, let's go back to the home thing here. I want to answer Pinata Time's question, but I'm probably gonna head out in just a minute.
Okay.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a fun date too. It really has.
Date night.
You never held my hand. You never made a move, and I was expecting you to, but
Oh, you're gonna be waiting a long
disappointed.
time.
I'm waiting on you, pal.
You're waiting on me, and
Oh,
I'm
thank you
quite
so much.
content.
Thank you so much for resubbing. Weber, what do we got? What are we at now? Is that 4 months? How many months is that? I didn't see how many months it's been, but thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Any little bit helps. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so what I was gonna say. Here, let's go back to menu. I'm gonna bring group to hideout.
Yeah.
There you go. Bring group. Okay, so to answer your question, Pinata Time, big projects. That's tough. I am day by day, as a creator, still learning how to deal with time management.
Yeah.
That is an ever growing. You're always learning from that, and always trying to figure
Yeah.
out how you can be best productive and stuff. You know, I think you just continuously learn. I'm sure you can speak to that too, Mo. But I will say that when there's big projects, specifically like you asked, big projects usually end up taking priority whether I want them to or not. And for me, a big project would be like when I did my top 10 video for PBS shows. That was a big project because I'd never done something like that before. But it's just hard. I don't know. There's no clean-cut answer. I don't even know really what to say to that. Do you have any good advice or anything that you can say for big projects versus your day-to-day stuff, Mo?
I was gonna say that you would know better than me because your projects are typically much larger than mine. I mean, you do a lot more editing on your stuff, and then because it's all music, you have to play all the different parts.
Yeah.
You take a lot more time to make your videos than I do. I do gaming content, and while I've certainly spent a lot of time on some videos and things, in terms of my projects, usually what makes it a bigger project is the fact that I plan on doing several things. So like my idea of a big project is when I launched the podcast. It by itself is a project, but each and every individual episode I don't consider a project. So that's a little different a scenario than what I think you're asking towards. What I can say is that, yes, time management absolutely is huge. Figuring out how to split your time up, especially depending on what you're trying to do. So like if it's a YouTube channel, for example, and you want to make sure you're consistently uploading content. So let's say you want to have a weekly schedule where you upload like once a week or once every 2 weeks, whatever it is. If you're doing animation, it usually takes longer to do, right? If you have a big project that you know is going to take you like a month to work on or more or whatever, then you want to make sure you're consistently making time to make progress towards it. But at the same time, if you want to be consistent about uploading stuff, you want to leave yourself room to work on smaller projects. In the meantime, for a couple of reasons. One, you create that consistency on your platform, say it's YouTube. And then also for two, it keeps you from burning out on your big project. Because if it's a big project that you know is going to be just a monumental time sink, if you just stare at the screen working on this one thing for a long time, you'll start to kind of go project blind, where you don't even like you're just kind of running through the motions, and you're not like either enjoying it or
Right.
like your creative juices that would make the project better, you're missing out on because you're just kind of like in that sort of that project blindness. So like having something separate to distract you and like keep your creative juices flowing is important. So it depends on the size and scale of your project and how enthusiastic about it you are. And it's going to be very dependent on what you're doing and your type of personality. For me, the biggest projects I have had when I've had big videos that I want to work on or big ideas and that kind of thing, when I've done that, I have a hard time of doing things in between. So when I have a big project, I double down and go hard, and like it's the only thing I can focus on until it's done. That's the way I do it, but also my projects aren't as big in scale as others. Again, I do like a lot of gaming content, so that's what I'd say to it. It's heavily dependent.
Well, there's something I thought about.
Thanks, Jake. We'll see you next
just a
time,
moment
hopefully.
ago. Also, I want to say Voltage 2K, thank you so much for the kind words. He said, I'm heading out, but I'm probably going to be seeing you a lot more. Keep up the good work. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming out. One thing I do want to say, Mo, something you said made me kind of think about this. Little piece of advice that I can give anyone who's a creator, and this may sound simple and maybe something you already do, but one thing that I've learned just recently in the last, literally, I'd say a month, maybe 5 or 6 weeks, is I've always set up, so on my days off or when I have time, I'll set like a list of things I'd like to get done. That's not new. I've done that for a while. It's always good to do that if you can, even just a list. If you don't do that, make a list. It helps.
Lists are
Just
helpful.
having goals to hit each day, right?
I don't do it, and I want to. I'm really bad at lists. It's a good idea, though. It's a good idea.
I just downloaded the Google list thing because I can open it up on my computer. It's on my phone, whatever you want. It's fantastic. And you can cross that off, and it's satisfying being able to cross off that list. You know what I mean? It's so satisfying. But what I wanted to say was I went one step further for me. And this may or may not be helpful to everybody, but for me, I even set myself not particular times, like I'm going to do this at 2 p.m.,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. But when I go to my things, what I like to do is it's good to step away from your work, even if it's just a 10-minute break and come back, because you can easily get kind of burnt out on what you're doing. Like, it's good just to step away, refresh your brain, get back into it. So what I do is I usually set timers. So like for my stuff, it's audio editing and video editing, pretty much 50-50. And so what I'll do is if I'm working on the audio portion of it, or let's say video, since Weston, you do video too, like I'll sit it down. I'll go, okay, I'm giving myself, I set the timer on my phone. I'd say, all right, Google, set the timer for 90 minutes, right? So once 90 minutes is up, no matter where I'm at in the process, I'm going to stop. I'm going to step away and then go somewhere else for 10 minutes to do laundry or whatever I need to do, and then come back and keep things going. That has actually increased my productivity speed by a lot. It took me, my last medley that I got done it shaved off a handful of hours. Which hours, even if it's just like, I think it was just like a 3 or 4 hours, but that's a huge amount of time when it comes to content creation.
Yeah, you do like 10
that's
different
4 hours you can
projects,
use
and
it
that's
for something
30
else.
hours. Yeah.
So I learned just bouncing back and forth, like take a break, set the timer, and once the timer's off, I don't care if you're right in the middle of cropping something, step away, give yourself that distance and that space, and that helps me a lot. And I do that for music too. Or I'll say like, okay, I'm close to being done. I'm a perfectionist with my stuff. I think that has its pros, and I think it has its definite cons as well. And that helps anyone who's a perfectionist when it comes to, like, say you're close to being done, right? So like I'll be close to be done with a medley, and then I'll spend another 2 hours fixing something that nobody's ever going to notice, right? So what I do is I'm going to go, here's the timer. I'm setting it for 45 minutes. At this 45-minute mark, I'll be looking at the clock. By the end of that time, this video needs to be exported and done. And I set that and I force that upon myself, and it works. It really works. So hopefully that helps somebody, but I wanted to share that as well. That setting little timers when you're working on your particular parts on your list really can go a long way. And take a break. Take breaks. Step away. Rest your eyes. Rest your ears. Or whatever you're working on. But
you
anyway,
do get diminishing
that's what I gotta
returns
say.
if you just crush at something forever and you get tired or whatever. You'll have diminishing returns where you're less creative and less productive. Yeah, take breaks, like Alex said.
Seriously.
And then you come back
I am
refreshed.
living proof of that now. Absolutely. Even if it's just 10 minutes. they say it's hard to notice things sometimes when you're staring at a screen for so long. But then if you go back and rewatch it 10 minutes later, you'll notice, oh, I need to fix that. So, Pinata Time says, good night to the both of you. Looking forward to all your podcasts. Yes, listen. I'm excited to have you. Or I don't own this podcast, but hearing you on Mo's podcast, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, Alex secretly produces the podcast.
Hey, listen, I'd love to produce it. If you ever want more music, maybe you said you have, and I haven't given it to you, so I'm sorry.
I mentioned at one point in time, if you had some free time, I was thinking about like needing maybe some background music while the podcast plays. You know what I mean? Just so it's not like just my voice, have something quiet in the background. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I don't know if that would be annoying for people to hear. I don't know if people would like that, or if it just should stay my voice. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that, but.
Well, I'll send you something within the next, I'd say, month or so, because I'm doing a lot of audio.
Yeah, no hurry.
Prioritized projects.
Yeah.
And then you can use it. If you don't, maybe you can use it for something else. Really quick, Randy sent a thing out. He spent some notes to do this. He said he was talking to Dave today, the Dave that you know as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I want to do a story podcast, like a podcast, but that tells an overarching story, but what if we all did D&D, recorded and animate over it, like kind of like our own Harmon quest? That would be awesome. I would love to do that. It just time is really the only thing for me. But doing I would prefer to do it live, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it depends on if you plan. Do you mean since you said animating? It's like if you plan on scripting it being a D&D style telling, but it's a story and it's scripted, or do you mean play D&D but over a podcast? Because then there's a lot of unknown variable, anything can happen or whatever, which is fine and that's great. I just know that animating it is quite an undertaking, especially if you don't know where a show is gonna go. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying if you kind of already know how long a thing is gonna be and it's highly scripted or prepared, it's something that can be doable. Yeah.
He was saying do it live, but then you can actually edit it down later for a show if you want. But if people want to, they can tune in to see the live uncut thing. Rebellious says, for me, adapting my D&D adventure into an anime. That'd be cool. Or you are doing it. Sorry, you are adapting it into an anime. That's cool. Well, when that's posted, let me know. Shoot it in here. I like to share my other fans' work. Speaking of that, Mo, I'm about to head out. You've been a lovely wife tonight, or a lovely girlfriend, whatever you are. I can't remember if we're married or not.
Girl, wife, friend.
Girl, wife, friend. For the lore, we're together. That's all that
the
matters.
lore. I am Magic Mama.
I have some newer viewers here tonight. Tell my viewers where they can find you on the internet.
I am findable. I mean, if you want all my links, because you're going to forget all this stuff, you can go to westonhasty.com. All my links are there. Where I'm streaming from right now, if you're interested in gaming content, which you probably are because you're on Twitch watching gaming streams, you can find me on YouTube as MagicManMo. That is youtube.com/MagicManMo. I do have a Twitch if you want to give it a follow at twitch.tv/MagicManMo, but I never stream there. So come find me on YouTube. Yeah.
Sounds good.
We were just talking about a Hasty podcast. If you're interested in podcasts, look for a Hasty podcast on YouTube or your favorite podcasting website, and you'll find me there as well.
Mo, remember, we got to get you, we got to do this Disney stream soon, and we got to get married. That's what they want us to do, get married. On that,
I did forget about that.
Server.
I did forget about that.
We need to plan that out in the next, I'd say maybe month or
the next 72 hours.
We got to get married. We can both change our costumes, our skins. I mean, our costumes, our skins. I'll put on a suit. You can put on a wedding dress. We can get married at Disney in Minecraft.
I'm gonna do a wedding dress, but it's gonna be goth as heck.
I'll take it. Anything I can do to get married.
We'll show up in all black.
Love you too, and you guys chatting with me. Of course, we love having you on here, Pinata. We love having everybody on here. Mo, it's been a lot of fun. We got to do this again sometime.
And I think we probably will.
I think we probably will. It's a thing now.
Never to stream again.
Never to stream again. Yeah, we need to have a very successful, awesome, amazing stream. So many people are engaged. We both get a lot of feedback. You and I are laughing, having a good time, and then we never stream again.
Never
Keep them really wanting something, They got to really want it.
Leave them wanting.
I like it. Leave them wanting. All right, Mo, I'm out of here, man.
All right, take care.
Everyone over on Mo stream, thank you for
For every
watching the stream.
Yeah,
We
for
appreciate
everybody on
having you
my
guys
side, find Alex. I've said it before. I'll say it again because we were talking about me. Find Alex too. He's on Twitch, twitch.tv/AP_Ducat. All right. And then also subscribe to him here on YouTube. Look for Alex Ducat or Alex Ducat Music here on YouTube, and you'll find him.
Yep.
Give him some
I'm
scribble.
I'm Alex Ducat everywhere else besides Twitch. I'm AP Ducat.
you
Everywhere else
go.
you can find me as my name. Well, cool. Also, Jags for life. Is that one of yours, Mo?
I don't know a Jax for life.
Jax for life. Thank you so much for following. I'm getting ready to head out, but I'd love to have you on next time I stream. Really quickly, tell me are you drinking anything? You eating anything? I just finished a beer here not too long ago. Let me know. But anyway, Mo, I think that's gonna be it. So it's been fun. You're beautiful. Everybody who watches these streams are beautiful as well, and we'll definitely do something again soon. But I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out.
All right. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Just
I
a
love
cat.
you so much.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But my love for you is strong and it's real and it's pure. Okay.
I don't particularly like you.
Well, this is very awkward. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, we'll see ya. All right, yeah, Galaxy, I saw your message. You started streaming on Twitch. I know this was a while ago. No, this was like 15 minutes ago, but I think you're still here. You started streaming on Twitch earlier today and decided to play some Alien Isolation, even though you're not into horror. And you've got a good 2 followers already, so congratulations on that. I'm not big into horror either, but I'm glad you're trying Twitch out. I hope it goes well for you. And yeah, you're Barry. Now that you say that, I remember that. I did forget that, but now that you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But yes, I remember that now. And then Randy, as far as the animation being light to focus on the pod aspect, yeah, if you're when you're walking into a thing, like planning to animate a thing, it just depends. Like that's why I mentioned like scripting it, since if you plan on animating it, if you know that ahead of time, you can kind of prepare the D&D aspect of it to be animated in a sense. If it were like a more scripted type event, like the Harmon Quest. Is heavily prepared because of the show style that they go for. It's not like as improv or whatever. The players themselves, I don't know how much they're told they're able to do. I don't know the back end of that, but because they're doing it like a show or whatever, there's a lot of preparation that goes in to like make all of that possible. So it just depends on like what level of animation, what level of show it's going to be. If it's more like a full like D&D podcast type thing, live or whatever, and then you just take like some of the best bits and animate that, or if you plan on like animating the entire story, which is an obscene amount of work, especially since D&D can run long, even if you take out some of the like waffling about and dice rolling or whatever, it's a lot to consider there. But like, yeah, I think the easiest way to do it, that probably makes the most sense economically in terms of just everyone's time, right, is like you run a D&D campaign and then you just animate what parts you want animated or whatever, as opposed to like animating like the entire series or something. Just stuff to keep in mind with a project like that, because that's a huge animation. Period is a huge undertaking. I've done some animation, not a lot. I'm not an animator. I'm not good at it. I just know I've done some of it on my own, because when I started my YouTube channel, I started with little stick figure animations, and just like a 20-second animation thing took me hours to do, or what. I mean, I was learning everything for the first time, but it took hours to do. So I know how much animation is a huge time sink, especially depending on how well you want to do it. So I know how much work that is. That's the only reason I bring that up, is because my brain's like, oh man, animating it though, that's so much work. Running a D&D campaign, yeah, like being like the DM has to do a lot of work to prepare stuff, then the podcast aspect, and there's a whole production there, but animation's a lot of work, and that you animate, that. I'm preaching to the choir here, and I'm not saying no. I'm just saying it's a lot. I would simply cut all the goofing. That could be a lot of goofing, but also depends on the story too. Since if that's like the plan, keeping it like a short, simple story and fast-paced, like as opposed to like. There's a lot of people that do like gritty realism D&D, where it's like, yeah, there's a lot of minutia and stats and details and stuff, versus something that's a very like quick and dirty and just like rolling with it. There are different styles to go about it. I wouldn't mind doing some kind of D&D content somewhere, somehow. I wouldn't mind doing that. I have a lot of projects on my plate, but I would like, that's something that I've had in the back of my head for a little bit. It's like some D&D related would be pretty fun. You hop back on the Discord under the alias Misclassify. Okay, so if I see that, I'll know. I'm very bad about being on the Discord. I come and go. I hope it's okay there. Yeah, they have they have a whole production team. Absolutely.
Bring me the cheese.
Can you make Bring Me the Cheese a spell? I think it was for a little bit. I really cut down on the number of spells, because I wanted to keep like adding to the spell book, and like I wanted to have this huge library of spells for people that are like inside jokes and sound effects and stuff like that. But it got to the point where it was taking me a lot of time to manage all of that, and like if I needed to change something, there was a lot to change. And then there were a lot of people that like didn't use the vast majority of the spells that I made, which is fine, you know. But I think it was getting to the point where it's like, well, some people forgot some spells existed, some spells weren't popular, so it was just getting a little too unwieldy. So I really cut down on the number of spells, and I'm pretty much just limiting it to the ones that we have available as it is. They could absolutely change down the line, but like the Bring Me the Cheese is such an old reference now that I don't really plan on adding that, because like no one would probably use that except maybe you, right? I'm trying to kind of like generalize the spells a little bit to be a little bit more usable in more situations and contexts. Not everyone's used every one that I have yet, but that's like the philosophy behind that. I wanted to simplify it because it was just getting a lot, like too much work. I was spending too much time and work on the spell system as opposed to what I could be spending my time making content. So something to keep in mind. I can expand the spell list down the line, but that was my thought process of simplifying it down as it is. I am following the rules of starting a content creation career and being me during my streams. The thing is, right, there are no rules. Following the rules of starting content creation, there's no rules. There's a lot of advice and a lot of opinions. But there are no rules. So, and being you is absolutely important. This is going to sound vaguely counterintuitive or probably against what you hear a lot of times. It's okay when you're really brand new to experiment with being other people just to figure out who you are as an entertainer. That's going to sound weird. Absolutely, you want to be yourself. But and I did this a little bit way back in the early days, is that I experimented trying to kind of like copy other people's personalities to try to figure out who my entertainer personality was. Because there's a significant difference between who I am as a person playing games and stuff on my own versus for entertainment for other people. There's a significant difference there. And so don't be afraid to experiment with your personality, right? It's not that you're not being true to yourself. It's just that you're trying to discover, who am I, the entertainer, right? And that doesn't make you a fake person. And I hope that makes sense. So don't be afraid to experiment with, like, what if I was more like this person? What would be my version of being like that person? And if you like what you're doing, you're like, oh, maybe I can kind of incorporate this and kind of figure out your entertainment. And if you don't like it, then you can stop. When you're really new, give yourself all kinds of license to experiment with your personality, with your entertainment. Stay true to yourself. Anything that doesn't feel right, anything that doesn't feel natural, drop it. Don't feel like you're trapped in it. Even if it gets popular. If you're like, I'm gonna fake, I don't know who's popular anymore. Like back in the day, like my go-to example is always PewDiePie. I'm gonna fake a PewDiePie personality. And say you do that and people love it and people are really responding to this personality, but you're hating it deep down, just drop it. It's fine. People will like you for you. So don't be afraid to experiment with your personality. I know I did. My personality's changed many times over the years of me doing this in terms of like how I present myself to all of you. And I think that I'm not a fake, like the MagicManMo that you see doing these isn't a fake me, right? It's just a different version of me because I'm trying to be an entertainer as well and communicate and that kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's remotely helpful. Or maybe you already knew all that, but I said it and there it is. You can do with it what you want. Editing and animation are practically the same. Anyone who intensely edited a video knows what it's like. I see what you're saying. I know what you mean. But I do think they're different, like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't intensely edit. Maybe it's because I'm very, very slapdash about editing, whereas if you slapdash in animation, I feel like it's more apparent. I feel like in editing, if you just... I feel like that there is a spiritual difference between editing a video for whether a podcast or whatever versus animation. I feel like there's a spiritual difference, but I know what you mean, because animation is a lot of editing, basically. I know what you mean. RJ, hello, welcome to the end of the show. We're in the just chatting section. I won't be here too much longer, but I wanted to catch up on some chat since, we were collabing with Alex, and I was talking to Alex a lot. I didn't have a chance to really communicate with you guys as much. Also, will you make a Roblox stream now? Close to now, but in the future, will you make Roblox stream, but only game like... Man, that is... man, just... That was a lot of words in one sentence. I don't currently have any plans to play Roblox anytime soon, no. I spent a lot of time doing Roblox, and it was popular, and people liked it, and I had fun doing this. Some games more fun than others, but I have other stuff I want to do now. I have other stuff I want to do as well, and Roblox was taking up a lot of time, and I only have so much time. So I'm enjoying this Knockout City game a lot. I have a Cuphead series I want to finish. I want to finish Phoenix Wright. I want to play that Goose game. I've got a list of games I want to play, and Roblox was taking up, again, when I only stream like the 5 nights a week, and one of those is the Friday night with the guys where I play a multiplayer game with them. That leaves me really only 4 days to do stuff, and if one of them is Roblox, then I only have 3 nights to experiment with stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I'm taking a step away from Roblox, and have taken a step away for quite some time. I don't know if I will be back. I mean, honestly, like, just to be honest, I don't know if I will go back to Roblox, right? So I certainly don't have any plans to do it soon. I don't know. I know it was popular, but I gotta do me, Because that was one thing that bothered me. I won't get too much into it. One thing that really bothered me when I was doing a bunch of Roblox is people kept saying that I was a Roblox streamer. People were like, oh yeah, Mo, I like you. You're a Roblox streamer. I'm like, I am not a Roblox streamer. I don't. I do it like once a week. And I was getting known as a Roblox streamer, and then people would watch my Roblox stuff, but then none of my other stuff, and that was really getting me down. So I had to stop. Mo means everyone has a stage face, and it's okay to practice that. Yeah, like a stage face. But like, streaming's weird too, because you're not necessarily playing and you can play a character, but you're not necessarily playing a character. If you want to stream and be a character on stream, that's okay. You can do that. You can play a character on stream. But what most people, I think, prefer doing is they like to play themselves on stream, and it's just a matter of that stage version of yourself. No matter what, everyone has a stage face. If you work, go to school, getting in trouble, and I don't like to think of those as stage faces. What did they call them in? Was it a psychology class or something I took where they talk about the? I mean, it's basically what Randy's saying is stage faces, but there's like an actual term that people use to describe that phenomenon, where basically depending on who you're around, what environment you're in, and what crowd you're running with, there are different versions of yourself that you present to the world. And there's like an actual like term that professionals use to describe that. I can't think of what it is right now, but it's basically the stage face thing, like Randy's saying. Yeah, you're welcome, Galaxy. I always think that I'm just some geek who likes video games. Jacob, welcome to the post show. We listen. Everybody is their own worst critic. Everyone is their own worst like enemy when it comes to self like esteem, self-esteem and stuff. Everyone's like their own worst enemy. The thing to remember is, I think it's really important to reflect on yourself. Self-reflection is very important. And when I say self-reflection, I mean without judgment, completely non-judgmental self-reflection. Think about yourself and who you are, what you like, what you want to do, and all that stuff. And don't judge yourself for that, right? Take those things, and then again, like with streaming and stuff, don't sit there and criticize, oh, I'm just some nerd, I'm not funny, blah, blah, blah. You're judging yourself. who are you? What do you like? What do you want to do? Do it. Go for it. How can you make that work? As far as some geek that likes video games, that's what we're all here for, right? What do you think I am? I'm just some nerd that likes video games too. I didn't start streaming because I wanted to become famous. I started streaming because I was trying to escape depression. I liked playing video games, but I didn't want to be alone anymore. So I started making videos. That's where it started. I didn't want to do this to be famous. I don't think I'm special. I don't think I'm funny. So if you're ever down, on yourself, like I'm just some nerd and some geek or whatever, and I'm not funny and whatever, you shut up, stop judging yourself, and do the thing that you want to do. And if you ever decide you don't want to do it, stop. But do the thing that you want to do. Life's too short not to do the things you want to do. Yeah, I'm done playing. You missed me, RJ. We're in the post show. I'm heading out. We went late today. Usually I'm done around 10. Usually I'm done about an hour and a half ago. We started a little late, but we also played a little late. So that's good. There's another streamer that was into Roblox, and now he can't play anything else. He never really wanted to be a Roblox streamer. Luckily, though, people let loose, and now he can play more games. It's when you fall into that trap where you get known for just one game, it is really hard to walk away from, because then you realize all your other content just bombs. And like especially if you're trying to stream like as a career or something, if it's your job, that's terrifying. It's terrifying. It can be really damaging on your psyche, on your mental health, if you're relying on it for your career, for your job. I don't. I can walk, if I'm done with the game, I can walk away. I don't rely on YouTube for my money. I have a full-time job. I think it would be harder if I got to the point where like I had 1 million subs or whatever the heck, and I was making my full-time job doing YouTube. And if the one game I was playing was Roblox, it'd be a lot harder for me to walk away from it, because that's where my income comes from. And if it bombs, then that my livelihood's gone. I'm not in that position. I have a full-time job. So if I want to walk away from something on YouTube, I can just walk away. So it depends on your situation a little bit. But I do think that at the end of the day, if something doesn't feel right, or you're done with something, or something's hurting you or damaging you, walk away from it. That goes for anything in life. Is Screaming Cowboy on your computer still my background? Actually, it's not. I accidentally changed my background. I somehow, I don't remember how I did it. I clicked something and accidentally like switched my background to something random. And then I was like, well, this isn't what I meant to do. And I tried to find my cowboy image on my computer again. I couldn't find it, and I panicked, and I was out of it, and I turned it to something else. It's right now my background's a couple of screenshots from Cyberpunk. I need to change my background. I just haven't bothered to do it. I'm very lazy. I don't see my background a lot because I always have something on my computer screen, so I don't think about it. But no, Screaming Cowboy is not my computer background right now. It will be again. I'm going to put it back up. It will be, but right now it's not. Also, question, have you ever just got mad at food? At food? No, I don't think so. I've gotten mad at... You know what? I'll take that back, kind of. Messy food can make me really mad. Like if you're eating hand food that you're not eating with like a fork and knife or something like that, and it gets too messy and it's all getting everywhere or whatever. Sometimes I've gotten mad at that, but I don't know if it's being mad at the food or just being mad that I didn't have the like foresight to have a fork and knife for like a messy thing, or like if you're eating in the car or something. I don't know. I think I've gotten mad while eating, but I don't know if it was the food that I was mad at. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever gotten mad at food. I don't think so. The Team Fortress 2 YouTuber, and that's really hard too, because I don't think Team Fortress 2 is, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, I don't think it's very big. I mean, that game's ancient now, but then again, so is like frickin' CSGO, so I don't know. His fan base hated him. This is the thing, whenever a fan base starts hating a personality, if it's a YouTuber, for example, they were never his fans to begin with. Right? Like, I don't mean for anyone here to feel bad about it or whatever, but like with my Roblox stuff, there were plenty of people that when I stopped playing Roblox, I haven't seen them since. And I know that they were the type of people that were constantly asking me to play Roblox. those people that won't watch me do anything else besides Roblox, they're not my fans. They don't like me. They don't care about me. They enjoyed me playing Roblox. What they like is Roblox. They don't like me. They like Roblox. And that's fine. I'm not judging them. Everyone has a right to enjoy what they enjoy. So like with the Team Fortress 2 guy, people didn't enjoy him. They just liked Team Fortress 2. And they just liked watching him do Team Fortress 2. But they didn't like him. You know what I mean? It's very important to make that distinction. So when a fan base turns on a person because they decided to just change their content or play some different game, you were never really a fan of that person, were you? Right? I think it's weird because there's this sort of weird personal connection that people feel like they have between, like, especially with like YouTube, because like there's so much interaction that can happen, as opposed to like if you were a fan of like a Justin Bieber or Lady Gaga or something like that, you can't really communicate with them, right? You can try to tweet at them, but a manager probably runs their Twitter, right? You can't really talk to them. With like YouTube and Twitch and that kind of stuff, you can directly communicate with the personality, and it feels like there's a very personal connection there. And what you often find out is that like it's a really weird and skewed relationship where when I'm not streaming, you guys don't personally know what I'm doing in my life and what's going on in my head. When the stream's over, you know, I go live my private life. Same thing. When the stream's over, I don't know what you guys are up to. I don't know you all personally and individually, right? And that's okay. We should all have our own private lives. It just gets to this weird place where someone feels... a fan might feel like entitled to control what their favorite personality is allowed to play, because the fan feels like they have a personal connection or investment with that personality. So like if I'm playing Roblox all the time and stop, a fan might get mad at me. It's like, how dare you? I thought what we had was special. You were supposed to play Roblox for me. It's like, no, you don't control what I do. I don't know. It's a really weird situation that I don't know how psychologically it works, and it's not like it hits everybody the same way. So if you feel like that doesn't line up true with like you or whatever, it probably doesn't. But and then same thing with like as the personality, I get a weird connection with the fans sometimes, where sometimes I take it really hard when people that I thought liked me seem like they don't. If I get like negative criticism, if it seems like people are disappointed in me for one reason, like when I switch games, like when I stopped doing Roblox and a bunch of people were upset that I wasn't playing Roblox anymore, I took that personally, and it shouldn't have been personal. It can get to you, right? It's not personal, but sometimes I do take it because I'm human, and we have that weird relationship over the internet like that. And it's just it's good to remind yourself what the relationship is, and like when you're starting to feel like too personally invested in something, or if something doesn't feel right, you know, to just remember to step back, self-reflect, don't judge yourself and don't judge others, and remember what the situation is. I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of going on a thing right now. I hope that all made sense. It wasn't too boring. My background is a tasteful, sexy photo I took of my cyberpunk femme fatale. Yeah, mine's like, I like doing the little peace sign symbol with my character, like in a bunch of different like scenarios. Because of course I had to do a sexy female lady as well. I mean, if you watch my streams, I always play female characters these days anyway. I don't know. That's who I like to play. I'm not gonna try to explain it. That's what I like to play. I'm not. Judge me if you will. I don't care. You're gonna head out. If you ever have any advice for content creation, know where to find me. You know where to find me. Just ask. But for the most part, give yourself the freedom to explore and experiment. Epic win. Welcome to the post show. True. I don't know when you said true. I missed that, but true, dude. Have you done an Undertale true no mercy run? If not, will you? Have I done a full one? No. And I don't plan on going back to Undertale. Undertale fans are too much for me. I had too many people trying to control what I did, what I said, and where I went, and I'm done. I streamed the regular ending. I streamed the pacifist ending. I streamed some of the No Mercy run. I didn't finish it. I streamed some of it in my 24-hour stream, which isn't available anymore. YouTube didn't save it, and I didn't save it, so it's just gone now. I played some of it. I didn't go all the way through it, and I don't plan on returning to it. Undertale was fun, though. Don't get me wrong. I was just what. I don't want to blame it all on Undertale fans, too, making me feel weird. I don't want to blame it all on them. I was also, at the time that I started playing that, I was also kind of entering into a bad mental headspace. So, that probably hurt my experience on that run a little bit. It's the only way to romance Judy. I'm okay. Oh, wait, no, Judy's not. I was thinking of Undertale still. Yeah, Judy in Cyberpunk. Judy's great. I'm trying to remember what the... what's the other chick's name? I can't think of her name right now. I've lost it. What's the other chick's name? The Wildlands lady. Not Wildlands. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a minute. What the frick was her name? I can't think of the other lady's name. I think you have to be a straight guy to be with her. Judy, you have to be a lesbian woman or whatever. Because they all have sexualities. You can't break that. No hacks. Thanks for following me on Twitch. I haven't even met... Actually, I think I just met River, I think is the guy's name or whatever. I went like I can do the final mission. I just haven't done it yet. I keep putting it off. And I got all the way to that point. I hadn't met River yet, I think is the guy. I don't remember who all the romance options are. Is it just the 3? No, because then there's also the drag racing lady. I think you can romance her too. I think you have to be a guy. Because I think there's 2 people you can romance if you're a guy, and I think there's 2 people you can romance if you're a girl. I think there's 4 romance options in the game. Panama, thank you. I couldn't think of her name for the life of me. I'm like, what the frick was her name? Panama. We're good friends because I went through her quest line that you would go through if you were trying to romance her, but I'm playing as a lady, so it wasn't romance. But we got real close. I got Cyberpunk. I love the story of Cyberpunk. That would have been a fun game to stream. I'm kind of glad I didn't though, because I could play it on my own pace and I didn't feel pressured to entertain. There's a few storylines in Cyberpunk that really hit me, and I don't know why. Maybe it was just my emotional state at the time, but my connection, like with what was your? I haven't played Cyberpunk in a minute. What was your friend's name? Like at the beginning, Cyberpunk. At the very beginning of the game, who's your friend? What was his name? Help me out. What was his name? Jackie. I could think of his name. I can't think of any names right. Jackie. When you have if you've played the Panama line, I'm not gonna spoil anything. If you play the Panama line, if you go a certain way, you and Panama do a toast to Jackie, and it freaking killed me, dude. It killed me because she asks about a thing and you mention him or whatever, or you don't have to or whatever. And if she likes you, she toasts to him with you later, and it just freaking killed me, dude. There's a couple storylines that kind of got me a little bit more emotional than they probably should have. I really enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed the story. Just some advice for everyone: just try to stay as positive as you can. It may be hard at time, but think of good things in life. Yeah, the thing is, like, absolutely try to remain positive, but I think more important than remaining positive, remain optimistic. We're not always going to be positive, and that's okay. It really is okay to, if you're not in a good place mentally, to not necessarily fake positivity for other people, because at the end of the day, you need to do you. You need to fix you. Right? So don't worry about like, oh, I have to put on a fake face for everyone else because I'm not worth addressing. Right? I think you run a very dangerous line where you start trying to take care of other people and fake happiness for other people because you don't want to let down other people. But then you're thinking about other people and you're not fixing your own problems. If you have a problem, you have something bringing you down, Take care of that. Take the time that you need. Walk away from something for a little while if you're like a streamer and you're in a bad mental headspace and you feel like it's going to be a lot of taxing energy on your soul to stream. Take a break. Step away for a minute. Let people know if you feel like you have to let people know, but you fix you. And then come back to it. Remain optimistic to know that everything's temporary, and that if you're in a bad place, that is temporary as well, and that being in a bad place is not forever. And then when you get out of it, you can come back. I think there's a lot of focus on positivity, and I get it. I love positivity. I think there's a lot of focus on positivity, and I think that puts a lot of pressure on people who are feeling bad to fake positivity for the sake of other people. You don't have to fake positivity, but do remain optimistic. Do keep your spirits up. Do hold out that hope. Because it's there. Everything's temporary. It's very easy, coming from a guy who knows from experience, it's very easy to feel like the world is ending all around you. It's not, but especially if you have like anxiety or something, or depression, or if you have any of those mental illnesses or whatever, it's very easy to get into a space where like that is your whole universe. Just stay optimistic and remind yourself that that's temporary. I don't know. I agree. If you can be positive, be positive. Have you done the bad ending? The devil ending is insane. The devil ending? In Cyberpunk? I don't know what that is, so I must not have done it. I'm enjoying Cyberpunk. I haven't played as much of it as I would have liked to. Well, how many hours have I put into it? Can I pull up Steam? Cyberpunk. I've put a solid 64 hours into the game. That's pretty dope. There's a lot of faffing about and doing random side things, though. There's a lot of faffing about. There's a lot of side content I definitely still haven't done yet. All right. Well, we've been here for a bit over 3 hours. I should probably bounce. I should probably do that. Anything else we want to talk about before we go? Any other sappy life experiences I should talk about? Should we talk about any other games? No, are we good? You basically have to side with Arasaka. Oh, siding with Arasaka would be so hard. Oh, because I haven't played the end. Oh, that's what you mean. You mean the bad ending of the game, right? I haven't done any ending of the game. I'm at the final mission. I haven't done it yet. Because you walk up to the door of the skyscraper or whatever, and they're like, "There's no going back. Are you ready?" And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to screw around in the game a bit longer. I haven't done any ending yet. I do wish. I really. What's his name? I can't think of. What's the I think he's Japanese. The Japanese guy from Arasaka that you meet, he saves your life. What was his name? Oh yeah, of course he's Japanese, because he's looking for good Japanese food in Night City, and there isn't any. I wish he was a romance option. I wanted to. I'm like, come on, man. I can't think of his name. What was his name? I don't think it was Tanaka. What was Cyberpunk? I feel bad for saying Cyberpunk Asian character. I feel so bad. What was his name though? What was his name? The Japanese guy. I love that guy. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a while. Saburo? Was that it? No, not Saburo. That was the other guy. That was help me out. You might know. I don't remember that you need him alive for that ending. I have him alive. Oh no. When he was like, when you're in that building, when things go horribly wrong and the game's like, just get out. I was like, I am not leaving this building without that man. And I went and got him. And I love the fact that the game doesn't tell you that that's an option. I love that the game doesn't tell you. It just tells you to get out. And if you listen to the game, because I was talking to my brother, because he didn't know you could save him. He left the building and he dies or whatever. And so I found out that he dies if you don't go save him. I was the guy that was like, no, I am not leaving without him. And I love that when you go to save him, like Johnny, could think of his name. Johnny tries to stop you, like, you're an idiot. Don't do this. You're gonna get yourself killed. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna save this man. Is it Tanaka? I don't think it's Tanaka. I can't think of his name. Hang on. Yes, Saburo was the Arasaka guy. Goro Takamura. Not Tanaka. Takamura was his last name. I was kind of close. I knew there was a T word. I'm very bad at names. Goro. I wanted Goro to be a romanceable option. I don't think he is. I wanted him so bad. You could ask my brother. I was just like, man, I just want to be like the best buds with this guy. And there's a text he like sends. He's like, I can't find good Japanese food in the city or whatever. Because he's trying to do like voice to text, like to like look up a place. I'm like, hey, we should go get sushi sometime or whatever it was. And I'm like, can I date this man? I don't know why. I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed. It was funny. When I reach 1,000 subs, I will feel very proud of myself because I never knew I made it. 1,000 subs is a huge milestone. 100 subscribers is a huge first milestone because it is very hard to get started on YouTube. It really is. It is really hard to get started on YouTube. 100 subs is already a big milestone, and then 1,000 is like the big, like first step towards partnership, right? That and the watch time. 1,000's huge. 1,000's huge. It took me forever. It took me years. It took me years to get there. I hope you do it faster. I do. I don't hope anybody has to go through all that I did to get to 1,000. I hope everyone else has much better luck. I really hope so. But it took me years. I have 3.99k subs, so you're almost at 4. I know, I'm almost at 4k. My channel's been exploding in terms of like what my channel considers exploding, has been exploding recently, and I think it's a combination of the YouTube shorts I've been doing have been getting a lot more traction, and like my TikTok I think has brought some people over, so I think that's really cool. So my current strategy is making shorts and streaming. And it's done a lot. I don't know if that's the reason it's exploding or if it just happens to be like finally my time to get noticed by Senpai YouTube. I don't know, but we're almost at 4K. It's very exciting. All right. Speaking of which, actually, I'm gonna pull up. Speaking of shorts and TikTok, where are we at on TikTok? I'm very excited about it. If you don't follow me on TikTok, I think I have a link in the description. I think I do. Look me up. It's Weston Hasty on TikTok. I want to look up. Oh, yep. I've got a video. It broke 300,000 views, 314,000 views. It's blowing. I've got 6.3 thousand followers on TikTok. 2 days ago, I got to 1,000. My TikTok is almost twice. It's like 1.5 times as large as my YouTube. I don't know what life is. I don't know. I'm gonna become a TikToker. Goodbye, YouTube. I'm gonna be a TikToker now. That's not gonna happen. I had one major viral video. That's what's doing it, but it's just I don't know what to do with it. I'm very excited. It's a good time right now. It's a good time to be alive right now. All right. I think we're gonna call it quits there. After the shark plays, oh, you don't have enough mana. It's okay. One day you will. I think we're gonna call it quits there. I gotta go to bed. It's almost midnight my time. Tomorrow, if I'm streaming, which I think I will be, tomorrow if I'm streaming, I think we decided I might do another Inca game. We did one Tuesday. We did a game on Tuesday. We might do another one tomorrow. If I don't feel like doing it, I'll probably do like Cuphead or something. If I'm streaming tomorrow. I was thinking about maybe going out. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it. We'll see if I'm going out with anybody. And if not, I'll probably stay in. And if I stay in, I'll stream. Because I don't work Friday. I have Friday off. So like Thursday, tomorrow is my Friday this week. It's very weird. So we'll see. We'll see what I'm doing. But I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. So it'll probably be an Inca game or Cuphead. So tune in tomorrow at around 8 p.m. Central Time if I'm streaming. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button. If you did, I appreciate that. Share with your friends and family or whatever that I exist if you think they'd be into that so that we can help the channel grow and stuff. And that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and wash your hands. I'm out of here. Bye.